club, man.
Keep going.
Got the
going.
grits in the mother club and the mother. You know what I mean?
I think it's working. Is it working?
Yeah,
Boom.
I believe so.
Yeah.
We're in there. All right.
We are in there.
It's a show. Once this thing starts flickering, then we'll
Flicker
know
boys.
it's actually working. But Pixelation,
We are
episode something.
here.
We are here. Thirsty Thursdays.
Thirsty Thursdays.
Thirsty 13 Thursdays. We're here with very special guest, Chris Nguyen.
Yeah.
You
Yo.
missed the hand himself. Hello and welcome, dude. Seriously, thank you for making it on the show. Here, Mark, move back. No one.
Thank you for the invite.
This way. There you go. All right. So, hello and welcome. So tell us a little bit about Chris Nguyen as a player.
As a player,
As a player.
well, where do you want me to start?
Let's go with the character. Who do you play?
As of right now,
Ooh.
I play Akuma.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Akuma's Street Fighter 5.
As of right now, you
Yes.
say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the patch coming up?
Pretty much the only thing I asked for was upper body invincibility on uppercut,
And you got
and I got it.
You got it.
Yeah, that's all I asked for.
Yeah.
The health buff was a plus,
Hmm.
but I pretty much got what I wanted. I'm rolling with it. That was pretty much what I felt like was the main problem in terms of like Akuma's close range game. Like
Right.
he needed that upper body invincibility to contest people that were like constantly jumping in on him at cross up, because like the only time when he can contest that is if he had meter. But to have meter, you have to be up close and be able to apply the pressure to build said meter.
Right.
True.
So
Yeah. So it kind of creates a problem.
yeah.
Creates a little bit of a problem.
Yeah.
True that, man. Santa Claus came early, man. Came early, man.
Good.
Look under your bed, man. It's like that creepy dude in my living room, man. Look under your room,
I
man.
got buffs. I got
First
fat
frame,
cells.
fucking jump invincibility, man. We got you, man. It's like, dude, why is
So
this
it's-
bad dude in my living room? Like,
Yeah. No, don't worry, that's just Bushin sound. Okay. So you play Kuma.
Yes.
You liking them buffs. You know.
Mhm.
I play Nguyen. You know. I'm just gonna throw that out there. We're gonna start the show with that. And I'm interested in what that Akuma do. What does that Akuma do? That's the question I asked you. And I think rather than answer with words, we should speak through the game. I don't know how you feel about that, but that's how I feel about that.
I'm good. I'm good.
Let's make that happen. Let's make that happen.
I thought the people should know.
Oh, damn.
I
This
thought
thing
you-
is super broken. Hold on.
Dude.
It's okay. I
Yo,
can
wait,
fix
what?
it.
Fuck.
Yeah, this happens when XSplit crashes and then it's shitty.
Oh, man.
But
That was
I
bad
think
funny.
what we can do is this. No, that didn't work.
That is
Where is
Yeah, what did I
refresh?
say?
Where is that young refresh?
Just do this. And then do this.
Man, that was some good info for everybody,
Cool.
man.
That gonna work?
Oh god.
We got this.
I want everybody to
Y'all
know.
gotta believe. Y'all gotta believe.
I am believing.
Hold up. No device. Oh, now the screen is just completely black.
Fuck, that shit is the abyss, bro. Like,
what?
All right. Well, it might not be working. Oh, I told y'all to believe. Did I
Fuck.
not say? Did I not say to believe?
Your belief got me to believe, and then till your disbelief kicked in, and I was like, yo, fuck, I gotta
But
disbelieve,
did
bro.
that shit come through though?
That shit was clutch,
Of course
though.
it did. Of course it did.
I want the people to know.
That shit
I
was
play
clutch.
Yuri.
I play Urian, dog.
Dude, like, man, fuck, your Karen's so sick, bro. Like, I just want to know, like, can you teach me, like,
No.
I play Yuri.
I play Urian.
Don't you ever disrespect me with that shit. Don't you ever disrespect me with that.
Salam. Yeah.
Okay.
You are now silent.
Teach us all the left, right, up, down demon more than a 50-50 shenanigans so I can defeat my opponents with ease. There's a
Come on,
Kuma,
dog.
dog. That's what the people want.
Up, down, left, right, high, lows.
Hit throw.
Get fucked.
Get fucked forever.
You
Eternity.
nice.
All of eternity.
Dude.
Also, what's up, Straight True G?
You were
How
the first
doing,
person to
bro?
inspire me to figure out a way to stop people how to dash. I mean, stopping people from dashing by DX. That was a great. You
Oh,
had that shit
that.
on point. That was nice, dude. You had that on point, man.
Attack.
I was proud, man. I was like, it was a sick ass shit, dude.
This Urian is unblockable. I only got like 3 colors.
Unblockable, get fucked, and destruction.
Dude,
Like,
same thing with Akuma. You only got 3.
What's up?
What's up with that? You only got 3 colors.
Man, I ain't paying money for no season 2.
Man, show as hell ain't
Fuck
playing
that,
survival
man.
mode.
Yeah, exactly.
Survival mode waiting on you, man.
No, thank you.
I'm waiting on you.
I don't know how I got so many points, like fight money, but I have like a ridiculous amount of fight money, so I have enough for each character.
You haven't been doing story mode or anything?
No.
Not trial mode?
No, I did a little bit of story mode, but like,
No survival?
nah.
I don't think
No,
I'm surprised.
no
That's
survival.
actually pretty amazing. Man.
Yeah.
Dude, damn, I don't have many shit. I'm
I think
big
it's the
scratching.
trials that gave it to me.
Yeah, that's true. Cause I did one set trial. I'm gonna be in like 161,000.
All right, Mark, you're in charge of the chat. I'm gonna focus.
Yeah, got you. Right now they're just talking about high low hit rebel. They're chilling.
Oh, what?
Damn. Let him throw you like that, man. Boy, he's a little Yuri around here. Also, too, man, I forgot to say, man, shout out to my boy, Straight 2G, man. It's good, though.
Oh, what?
Ah. Damn, man, you didn't know he had a little soul in him.
I thought that would work. It did not work. I think it just did too late.
Yeah, you can tell like spear though. Does that normally work? Wouldn't it?
It definitely worked.
Oh.
He hit, got it with the plenty. During casual.
Yeah. Also, Nick, man, too, man. Honestly, it felt good giving you that advice, man. When you were on the stream right there, I was like, man, my boy needs it, man. I saw the salt just like coming off of you, bro. Like, I was like, man, I gotta console my fellow brethren, man. But you know what? I felt like when you calm down, you end up doing really better, dude. Like, honestly. It's just that, you know, after a while,
That's
it's
such a like low-key backhanded compliment. He did
No.
really better. Not good. Still not good.
No,
but
because
better.
I mean, he got fucked still, but like at the end of the day, like he did better. Like he got a game. You know, he took a deep breath, he closed his eyes, and then he went in there. And he did his thing, man. I mean, it was crazy because after I told him, I looked up, I was like, damn, what have I done? Because I just see him getting destroyed, and I was like, fuck, I think I just coached him to his doom. And then like I turned back around, and he's up again. And I was like, I mean, well, he wasn't up again. He ended up getting the game.
Ah, man.
So that was good, Nick. That was good, man. And like I said, man, just be easy on yourself, man. It's not that serious, dude.
I think that's bad advice. It's definitely not serious. It's life or death, bro. You see how Valiant hits those buttons?
That dude, honestly, I mean that armor combo though, like I learned that, dude. That shit is like OD. That stick is made out of fucking metal, dude. I think I was commentating, I was able to hear a stick with headphones on. And then it was mud.
What I want to do with the first three is kind of take them a little more seriously and then kind of analyze the matchup. So the show in general is not like a super serious show.
Yeah.
But for these, I'm gonna fucking destroy you. And then after that, we're gonna talk about the matches, analyze them a bit more. So it's not as lighthearted because I want your soul. So I just wanted to let you know. I gave you the first game for charity. You know, you're a guest in my home. I can't just, you know, take your soul like that. So I had to give you a little bit first. But now it's serious. Just so you know. 1-0. Is that me? Everybody.
Amber alert.
Amber alert. Oh shit.
Amber alert. Fuck. Black Honda Passport 97 missing. Fuck. I'm like, wait, what? That's my car. Oh, look at this. Yeah, GG. Amber alert. That's fucking. I hate when they come on TV.
Just a minute.
Round two. Fight.
Yo, what?
The fuck?
Judge is super. That shit would have worked too.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like, thank God. It's just like right under his breath. Oh man. That was just some hype ass shit though. I ain't never seen that before.
Which one?
The fucking Aegis, like he picked it up with the crouch fierce in the shoulder.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Ready?
Yeah.
Round one. Fight.
Dude, Nick, I like that one though, man. Street Fighter 5 _ Vicious last scene getting tacos after Wednesday fights said it had issuing an Amber Alert to all citizens be on the lookout for a nearly, as I say, bald Asian Mexicano fella. Oh man, this guy jacked up, man. You better hold your don't see that. They look like he gets bad at shows again. Come up here like they use that, man.
Yo.
I know this is not supposed to be lighthearted, man. You know, I know you gotta be really trying, man, but you just fuck. Like, that shit was kind of OP. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Oh, that's like even more.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, that.
Damn.
Does that work?
It should.
If you can walk up and do it? Or-
Yeah, but it's like really tight. Like
okay.
I wanted low 4 fireball into it, and then I got the low 4 cancel. I was just trying to
Trying to
flow with
improvise.
it.
Okay. Respect.
Nice.
I should have done uppercut though, and would have reached.
Would it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Round
That'd
one.
be too OD, man.
Fight.
Some RB shit. Counter hit, cross strong, cross spear.
Round two. Fight.
My boy straight you resetting the food processor, man. You gotta put that food processor, dog. Oh
Yeah,
man. You got processed, bro.
Shut the
Like, fuck. Got all the nutritions, fucking nutritions, vitamin, macronutrients. Got that shit sucked right out of you,
Round
man.
one. Fight.
Oh.
That was close.
Oh my god.
Damn, that sucks.
Clutch.
That sucks, man.
That shit was so clutch.
The meaty was the right choice.
Fight.
Yo, that reach.
I know.
That fucking ant slap, dude. Oh shit, somebody got put in timeout, man.
What?
Final round. Fight.
You Samurai Yuri and
Ooh my god. Oh my god.
oh, walk up hammer. Fuck.
Damn.
Two
That
games.
shit was
Two
so
games.
clutch.
Now we switched over. Oh, thank you, Mohashi. Yoshoki with the 7 euro host. I appreciate you. Guys.
That shit was so clutch. Fuck.
Lord Yuri.
Dude.
I liked a lot of the play. Like I had to really think about how am I going to stop the Akuma, like the stuff that you're doing. And I realized that like if I'm on defense, I really don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do against that. It was really hard for me to stop. So
Like at what instances did you feel like you were like?
That's a good question.
In the first couple of games, I felt like I had like a lot of ideas that I was trying to go through, but they weren't working. And that was definitely due to your defense. You were not giving me what I wanted. You weren't throwing bad fireballs. You weren't jumping when I wanted you to. And then I realized, okay, so I can't get you to do what I want. So instead, I see that you are playing, more control based. So I'm gonna try to knock you out of that, and then push you, into the corner. Or honestly, mid screen, I don't really care, and I'll just start doing Yuri and stuff. And that was my game plan. Was just like play neutral for as long as I have to, and when I could start doing Yuri and stuff, just keep going with that because the shit is like hella good. So
That shit hella nice.
yeah. So
I
that's
like that purple shit.
that is what I did. I mean, how did you feel about the set?
I don't know. After the first two games, I do not know somehow why I like laxed back after like the first two sets, first two games, and then somehow like the moments where I needed it the most, like the one time I would have gotten the meaty, but then you threw me out of my meaty short. Like it was like those like little niche situations where I could have closed it out, and then somehow I didn't. So it just like I guess honing like the consistency for those like very high tense moments.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that. I think that's definitely a skill. That's a skill set that can be developed. Because clutch factor is real. I think I guess you can kind of put that on the umbrella of clutch factor. And that is 100% something that can be practiced and something that has to be sharpened. Yeah. It's an interesting thing. Both Yuri and Akuma are very clutch characters. Like Akuma's damage output, when you got that V trigger, that shit was hype. You were doing like a lot of really
those
cool
50-50s were fucked
things.
up.
Yeah,
It's
fucked
like
up
double
50-50s,
fireballs.
high damage options to escape or to beat out what I was doing. That was sick. That was really sick. Yeah, what did you think of the
That was a
Saliou?
sick ass set, man. That shit was like straight clutch, dude. Like, I liked the play from both of you guys. You guys were playing pretty good. I mean, first you were getting fucked pretty hard, but then like you ended up bouncing back, which was good. You didn't let it like deter you, and then you didn't like give up, but you kept trying to find ways to really break what he was doing. It's kind of felt like it felt like you had a more grander scheme set up, and as time progressed, you kind of were like following through with it, and you were breaking his game style. And I like the way you were playing. because you were doing hella good with those setups, man. Those shit was hella nice. And your ground game was solid too, though. I was feeling that shit. That was pretty solid. So I like that too. I like what you were doing.
Yeah, that was another thing I noticed was jumping was not working.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I had to rethink.
That's what happened in tournament too. I kept trying to jump at him and just I was like, okay, yeah, this isn't working.
No, but you had moments where like I tried doing the back airs and I completely whiffed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there were certain like I did a couple empty jumps to like cross up empty jumps to try to avoid the back airs. But in general, yeah, it's it's not worth challenging you on those jumps. But yeah, that was a really good set. I liked the Akuma dude. I will
Good,
believe
man.
it.
Just remember though, man, you ain't never won until you won, man. Seriously, never.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
You can't be lax, man. You gotta,
definitely.
keep the iron fortitude, man.
Yeah. The iron fortitude of solitude. Go for it.
No, you
So-
stayed. But,
No, that's.
oh, that's
Yeah,
just
yeah, mine's the
yeah.
one with the. I got the one with the little thing on the end, so I can tell it's mine.
That's dope.
Alright.
Dope.
I know, dog. It's sick. Boom. All right, so now we are gonna have young Valiant going up against the youngest Chris Nguyen. You know what I'm saying, with the Akuma. In the meantime, I'm gonna go on the onesie twosies over here and do some secret Illuminati shit that you guys can't see.
Dude, I'm about to summon. Use a 5-star
Bro,
pentagram.
I'm about to hack in. You know.
I'm
what
about to
saying?
hack
I'm about to fucking hack in. Yo, shout out to my boy Nick for the tweets. Shout out to Guamo for the tweets too. I really do appreciate y'all. Iron Fortitude, young trash boat.
Is that my boy Boat, man?
Dude, the trash boat.
The trashiest of boats, man.
Trash.
It's my boy.
Shit's floating by tires.
Fuck.
Straight up trash boat.
It's floating with what's left, man.
Dude, have you
What's
seen
left?
his birdie at Wednesday Night Fighting?
That shit was godlike.
That shit's trash. No, in a good way. In a good way. The trash boat. You know what I'm saying? It's trash. That's the homie trash boat. He know you're the homie.
Yeah, he said that shit's garbaggio. Nah, he almost beat Valiant. I just felt like he was getting a little too ahead of himself. So
That's
he
that.
was, like, choking.
You never win till you win. What we were just talking about, you know?
For real, man. You don't ever let off the gas until you fuck somebody up completely. Like, you just like when you get the win, then you can kind of relax. You can relax in winners bracket the next round.
Relax in winners bracket.
Relax in winners bracket, man.
Next round.
Cause I'm telling you, man. There's been games I had like a 90% life lead, and I got fucking bodied. Like they just ran a train on my ass. They just passed that ass up, dude. I was like, damn, man. Season 2.1.
Please. Wait on that patch.
Patch notes. Sorry, Street. Sorry for what I'm about to do. Get fucked. I got this.
No, but actually, like, speaking on Trash Mode, Trash Mode inspired me to pick Birdie back up. I'm a big fan of Trash Mode. Like, the way that you approach the character is the way that I want to play the character. Yeah. That shit is good. Keep on rocking the free roll Trash Mode. Life like dice.
Like dice?
Life like dice.
Oh, man, that's a good one.
That's what Birdie's got tattooed on his fucking stomach. It says life like dice. That shit don't make sense.
You gotta live life like a pure dice, dog.
Yeah, life like dice. No, V Trigger Fighters 5. 5 Trigger Fighters V. The phone gave it up for that one.
Yeah. Phone was like, I like that one.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Live life on the edge like a pair of dice, bro.
Life like dice. Alright, we're almost done with the secret Illuminati techniques. What's going on, internet chat?
See, that one's the one that was hard to duck. I mean, you couldn't like dash out that one.
I tried dashing under that.
Because he, like, if you saw for a split second, he flipped like this and he flipped right back. Those are the ones that are like the really hard ones to do. And those are come out, if I do one button and then I do that, then it becomes hard to do it. But if I just like raw do it in neutral, like to try to hit you, then it's easier. So just be careful of that one. That one's pretty hard.
Birdie's got like a missile. Hey man, that shit might make a return. We don't know. We can't say it right now for sure. But stay tuned, as they say. Stay tuned. harder to
Ooh, man, my old computer. LimeWire, man. LimeWire, you can download like a bunch of free songs and free shit and like free TV shows and stuff like that. So much shit, like dude, I swear if they like busted into my house, I would have got arrested. Dude. Like, that's how bad it was. Like so much shit.
E-Thug, dog? You were E-Thug?
Dude, I was like straight E-thugging. Like it's crazy.
That's crazy.
And that was the thing, is like all my friends would just like download shit to their MP3 players or like iPods at the time. Fat ones.
Yeah.
They used to have a bunch of shit in there.
Super E-Thug. So that's pretty cool, man. I'm glad that you experienced that in your life. That is good. Bam. Yo, thank you, Necropolis and Acute Perspective for the follows. Appreciate that. LimeWire. Free viruses.
That shit is Virus City, bro.
Dude, that's why they make them. They make the virus for it.
That's for you, Chris.
Sorry, Coach.
Oh, you said.
Oh,
That hit like a shot.
chances are I spelled our guess's name wrong.
But, you know, we're going to check that after the match.
Hey, oh, yo, Chris, is that how you spell your name?
NG. Yeah,
Hey,
NG.
Sick. Dude, first tried that shit, bro. That's high level. That is high level. That is like a cultured ass motherfucker right there.
I'm a cultured ass motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Feel me?
For player 2.
Oh shit. I got wrong.
Fucker.
Momentum.
We're gonna do one more thing. And then I think I'm gonna be done. Like eliminating this fucking dude. But we'll see how it goes.
Damn. Okay, that's why that happens. So I be getting negative edge off the medium kick. That's why I get medium scissors, man. Sometimes if you do low forward into light scissor kicks, like you'll get a negative edge medium kick, so then it just gives you the medium scissors instead. That sucks.
Now that, wow, that was unfortunate.
That's all I got.
Cross jack punch.
That air fireball is so OD though. I don't even care. I don't even care if you lost the round. That air fireball is OD. You were the winner in my eyes. Head roach from the fuck. God damn. Woo.
What?
I'll leave out there the whole time. Just stand by the stairs. Sure.
3 frames.
3 frames. We fly.
No lie. We match those 3 frames.
Oh my god.
Nice. Finally got this out to work.
You were there.
I was there, man. I wasn't in this.
That was mad addictive. I don't. That didn't cross up. Silent buttons.
Silent buttons.
Everybody in the house got silent buttons.
Oh, we gotta keep that shit quiet at night, man.
Yeah, bro. Keep that shit low key. Damn. Boom.
Oh my god.
That's the only scary thing about like Akuma. Like when he goes for that, he has to be careful because he can get rocked by it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the EX has stuff. Ooh. Oh, you just wasn't clutch.
Oh,
Yeah.
Huzzah! See, there we go. I didn't mean to get the mean kick. Yeah, it did work out though.
He was just talking about that before the show too.
Yo. Oh, don't get rocked.
oh, what?
You were there too. You were there.
though.
You were there.
Yo.
That back throw. That was pretty clutch. That was
Yeah.
pretty clutch.
That was-
Okay. Go ahead.
This is the
go
thing
ahead.
I noticed in season 2. It's a lot harder to like delay frame trap people in this game.
Delay frame trap?
Mainly because like I'm so used to the normals being 1 frame faster. Because like you know throws come out in 5 frames, your mediums come out in 5 frames. So,
Right.
or in this case, like well technically in that theory throw should win, but I don't know. I feel like that 1 frame made a difference in my like delay frame trap game. But because it's slower, I'm getting grabbed out of the startup of my normal before it becomes active. So like I have to hit my button like much earlier.
Yeah, earlier than
Yeah.
you would have before,
Mhm.
which can throw off your timing.
Yeah.
because it's there's no setup for that
Yeah.
specific instance.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that is unfortunate. If you guys are hearing buzzing in the background, don't worry about it. It's just your girl sliding in my DM. Y'all don't gotta worry about. That's not for you to worry about. So,
This is how you
know.
get shot, dude.
hey, bro, it's the internet. It's all good. I'm safe in my own home.
You don't know if any one of these people are like, man, my girl, she hasn't talked to me all day, man. What she doing, man? And then like you hit that shit. I fucking knew it. You got my nigga body in his ass.
They get triggered,
Get
man.
your IP address from your local internet service provider, and then just come on your body or shit.
All right, well, let's hope that shit don't happen. I'm not gonna plan for that. But let's just assume that we're safe over the internet.
What's the score right now? 2-1?
That is
that was
3.
3-1.
That's 3. That's
3-1?
3-1.
Ah.
That's 3-1. But it was well played.
It was
well played. You know what I'm saying?
It was.
I like that set. Let's hear the players' thoughts. Chris, how do you feel about the set? That motherfucker thought the shit was still going. So I know you had some adaptations in the pop lab.
Yeah. I mean, like one of the things like usually I'm used to playing Bisons that are like a lot of like very buttons he likes to get in, and I'm like it's like the moments where I'm trying to anticipate if they're like gonna dash up
Right.
and like punish them for the dash, but like.
Yeah.
Like this runaway style works a lot better in the long sets, especially in this because like Akuma's normals are already stubby.
Yeah.
He has to walk up and get in, and like because as you know Bison's walking back, he's already holding charge, and his low forward is cancelable now too. So I have to watch my toes in that situation. So like I ate a lot more, you know, low forward into scissors in those sorts of situations. So like it's definitely not easy, but I have to find my way around of like getting clipped by those stray low forwards in the scissors because like once he does that, he's already on the offense. Then I'm already in defense again when I was already trying to work the offense in the first place.
Right. I see.
Much respect. Dude.
Yeah, that's something actually that I've been talking to a couple of people about, kind of like turn stealing, basically.
Yeah.
I think that I was Nick Tanella. I don't know if that boy in the chat room, but I'm gonna give a quick shout outs to Nick Tanella over there. Camera too many cameras.
Shout out to my boy.
Fuck you, bro. All right,
Shout out to my boy.
so anyways, Nick Tanella, we were just talking about this yesterday. We were saying, basically, I think that we are focusing too much on becoming better players. And what I mean by that is like my goal for a long time has been to become a better Street Fighter player. Let me explain. So my goal is to become a better Street Fighter player. But I feel like in that during that path, and Nick has he followed a very similar path. And you as well. I think we all pretty much, most of the people that I can get into like a deep philosophical Street Fighter discussions about, they went on the path of becoming a better player. But the problem with that is that it doesn't necessarily yield the most results. Because optimally, in the perfect world, you become the best player and you can stop everything. You know everything. You like all matchups. You understand. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
All
like
matchups.
that Naruto shit
Oh.
where you get all the eyes or something.
Please don't.
Like when you just like steal people's eyeballs and pop them shits in your sockets. So
Cool.
that is the level of game knowledge that we're looking to. Yeah, that's the level of game knowledge we're looking to achieve. But I think in doing that, you have to lose. That's the only way that you're going to know scenarios that you couldn't conceive. You know what I mean? Like, if you couldn't think of some shit because you didn't play the character, you have to lose to that shit in tournament in order to know what you're playing against. So, a new approach that I'm taking and I'm kind of preaching to all the homies who are thinking too much is instead of trying to become a better player, try to become a better character. So pick Nguyen. No. So what I mean by that actually is like maximizing the cheap shit that you can do with your character or with your squad within the game, right? So like let's say you play like 3 characters and you're only playing them in specific matchups. I feel like when you're at a certain level of understanding with footies and neutral and all that, it is more beneficial to learn all of the cheap shit that's really easy for you to do and really hard for your opponent to stop and abuse that in tournament and know like this is my cheap shit. If they know how to stop that, I go to this. If they know how to stop that, I go to this. And that's your offensive flowchart. Now on defense, the things that you should focus on instead of like figuring out player psychology, when do people like to command throw, when do they do blah blah blah, is like looking at the entire cast, all the matchups that you're going to play with that character, and seeing when the gaps are. When can you backdash? When can you jump back? When can you jab? Does your character have some specific answer to that character or the options that character has? Like for example, against Rashid in season 1, Ken could do light kick Tatsu through all of his tornado stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a specific to Ken answer, but it's just like if you can find shit like that for your character in every matchup, you will break somebody in tournament.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna be like, I didn't know you could stop that like that. What do I do? And now they're trying to make adjustments on the fly, and they don't realize that you're doing that fucking forward fear shit, and then they get hit with that shit super meaty, and you crouch fierce in the sweep or whatever the combo was you were telling me last night. That shit, like that's how people get tilted, and when they're on tilt, that's when you hit them with hype shit, and hype shit wins games. So
hype shit does win games.
That's kind of I'm still working on it, but that's like the idea that I've been playing around with, that I've been kind of working towards. I forgot where I started this rant, but
Started off a good basis. Just talking about just in general, like when you have your character, what's our good idea? Like, do you want to be the best for yourself, or do you want to actually like take a character, just maximize the complete utter bullshit about the character?
Yeah. Chris said, "What's up, Dynasty? Tricks up your sleeve like Kaguya."
Fill me with knowledge.
Yeah. Somebody who getting that phone call? Oh shit! Look, it's your girl sliding into Marcus DMs. Sheesh.
Gosh, I'm not getting shot.
You might get shot tonight.
That's my girl.
But yeah, so with that being said, let's go into training mode. Whoever's player 1.
I is player 1.
Sick. Let's go into training mode. Let's make Chris be player 1. So, yeah, you just switch users. Put Akuma on your shit.
Go to
You can
online
pick-
friends. Play some Insane Clown Posse. Yeah, just hit the trade about
ICP 420.
Juggalo
69.
Juggalos, homies.
Juggalo 420 24/7.
69.
69. So let's
Doesn't matter where.
Through skies of seasickness, bro.
Yeah.
Man, you didn't buy this stage.
Nah, man, I spent my fight money. You crazy, bro?
I'm trying to go with my buddy.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I spent my shit on that shit.
You didn't want to buy Barlow on stage?
I have the purple Akuma actually.
Oh yeah.
Color 12.
Herb?
Yeah, I got that purple. I messed with that purple shit.
You got the purple.
I messed with that purple.
Oh dang.
Yeah, I know. Color 12, bro.
That shit dusty as fuck in the menu. It does though. Like,
In game, it's less.
it does look
dusty.
good in game. I
It's
seen
less
it in
dusty.
game.
In
That
game,
shit
it's less dusty.
Kinda dusty right now.
I ain't gonna lie. Right now, a little bit, but
Kinda.
wait till we get there. Wait till we get
I
there.
think we know what happened to him during like Street Fighter 4 coming on the fight, man. It was a long
That dude was
break.
an addict.
That dude was chilling in a fucking attic, bro.
God damn, in the Temple of Ascension.
You have anybody in particular you want to beat
What was I
up?
talking about? Oh yeah. So you can pick anyone. It doesn't matter. You can pick like Urian, Macaulay, Yuki, Karen, Ken. Actually, somebody with a DP and a 3-framer is probably a better idea. Or fuck it, Rashid. DP and a 3-framer. Go with Rashid. Because my Rashid is ridiculous. Is that how it goes?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Oh, damn. boy, Rashid.
Yeah.
Man, Valiant asked me, it's like, man, why don't you play Rashid? Like, ugly motherfucker. He's his character. He on the main just smiling at me like, yeah. I'm like, I don't play you, dude. Come on, motherfucker.
Alright, I'm taking this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Put me in, coach. Put me in.
Oh wait, no, yeah, good.
No, you just like put me as player 2 for training mode.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I mean, you also have to sign in too because I swap players.
Good thinking.
Good drinking.
Good drinking. Good drinking.
Good drink.
Drinking. All right. What happened to your silent button? What happened, dog?
Oh yeah, I actually didn't tell you. I was playing the quality, so you know.
Oh my
I was
god.
bashing too
Mash
much jab
that
and
hard?
then I broke the button, so then I had to replace the plunger, and then I had to do a bunch of shit.
Why'd you?
I didn't.
I silencer.
Well, the silencer is in. Should be in. This one right here.
Take the silencer out of this one and put it in that one.
When I took it, I was a rush. I just pulled the whole thing out and just switched it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't pull out the actual plunger, but I just took the whole button out. And
Oh, just
switched
button,
it.
button.
Like that's not even the same plunger button that was in. Like for this main one, I took it out because this one's
Wait. I don't understand. That's impossible.
No, like okay, this was originally in here, and I took this one out and I switched. Like I switched those two, but like since I was in a rush, because I promised to play.
No, but how
Pixelation.
did you do that? If the
I just
okay,
pulled out
so-
the quick disconnect.
So
and
check
switched
it. The color coding is the same though.
Yeah, no, that's what
How
I
did you
said.
do
I switched the two buttons.
So you have to switch the plunger though.
Oh no! But I'm saying like I did switch this plunger though, but I had put a different one in it because like the whole problem was like you know the little square.
How
thing?
did this one become blue?
I have two of them.
You have two blue
I
buttons.
have two blue buttons.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I
There
have
we
two
go.
of them. Yeah.
Cool.
And the original
That's the
plunger
variable.
cracked.
That's the variable that we didn't have
Yeah.
before.
Okay.
All right. The plunger cracked, so I had to basically take it out and get rid of it. And then I didn't end up like I could have easily took that one out, put the silence, take the silence padding out of this one, put it back into that one, but like it was a rush. I had to play it back in like literally 5 minutes, so it was just like
All right.
I just put it out, switched it.
I accept that.
Got
answer. So what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Rashid. So, what do you know about the Rashid match? Do you feel comfortable in this match?
If I can pin him down, sure. But if he's like, I feel like he beats me in neutral, and once like he gets his offense going,
Once he gets that soul.
it's kind of hard to deal with. Like that fierce. Like, granted, like yeah, in theory you're supposed to be able to like whiff Punisher for speed and whatnot, but like when you're blocking it at max range, like no one's really gonna like be whiffing in your face. Like a good Rashid won't be doing that. So if they're not doing that, then like I see like the potential threat of like people doing like light mixers, close the gap.
Oh yeah, light mixers, yeah. It's true that.
Yeah. So like I know all the things of like punishing like the EX, like tornado with like DP and whatnot,
Right.
and stuff like that. But it's like even then like it's hard to see in those like stressful situations.
I completely agree. I think that's definitely one of those situations where it's something easier said than done.
Yeah.
Damn, that was hard to get off. Well,
Sure.
but with that being said, I think it is one of the biggest things to beating Rashid is shutting that down. Because this, right, like let's say you block Rashid proper, he's gonna do this to get back in. And if you allow him to do that, then you're basically saying like, all right, I successfully defended you, but I'm going to allow you to start your offense again.
I hereby declare I'm getting fucked.
And that is basically declaring your own fucking. And that's not something you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, you made the correct read that he was going to continuously frame trap you and push himself out. So now, do not let him get back in for free. Right? You outplayed him. This is a form of outplaying somebody. It's not like with punishing, right? Which is another form of outplaying somebody, or anti-airing, which is another form. But where if you successfully defend against them, that is outplaying. That is, in that instance, you get corrected. So now you have to shut that down, because if you don't, the thing about Rashid is his pressure never ends if you allow him to continuously roll you like this. If you see like, okay, he cannot throw me from right here. He has to try to go in again.
Yeah.
If he dashes, honestly, that shit is really fucking hard to stop.
It is.
Jump or dash is hard to stop, but this is something where you can kind of see it and react accordingly. I don't know if you can EXT jump. Okay, yeah, sick. Yeah. That you can see it and saying no. You know, I'm not gonna let you get away with it.
No. Except when that happens.
Even then, like if we look at that situation, mash jab after that situation. Like do the DP and then mash jab afterwards.
Okay.
I want to see if you're at frame advantage. Oh,
Wait, how
it
did
worked that time. Maybe I wasn't like incredibly max range.
Boy, leap hella forward.
Yeah. I think mash crouch strong.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, just hold up. That's the easiest way. I don't know why I'm being stupid.
All right.
Yeah, the inner Rashid came out.
Damn. Trying to get that max range. Damn, see, I didn't get the max range. I'm gonna do crouch fierce instead. No, crouch fierce will get bodied every time.
Yeah.
I guess, does it have to be stand fierce? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't. It's hard to neutral jump. Let's do that one more time.
Okay.
I apologize to everyone out there, especially your girl.
Oh, girl! You were gonna get us killed! Like, what is wrong with you?
Oh my god. Try. It looks like we're even. That's how it seems. Wait, hold up.
We did.
We did, yeah, we did. But I'm trying to figure out if you're at frame advantage off of that situation. Because if you are, then it's worth it no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause you
But
get
that's still an edge case. Like what happens mid screen? Let's see.
Oh. Holy.
Damn, that's
blocked the
rocket.
wrong way.
Okay, that was the inner Rashid. I apologize. So let's see.
Also, straight to G, to answer your question too, will we go to a tournament for experience or to make some noise basically, which is, you know, get the shout outs, you know, get the ladies, you know what I mean, because niggas handsome and all. In reality, no, the goal honestly is really mainly experience. I mean, exposure, honestly, it's a good thing, right? But it's mainly experience, you know, and on top of that, to go out and have fun with your friends, you know, socialize with the homies, and you know.
That might be a good thing.
Was it a good thing?
Mash crouch strong. This is final test. Final test. Wait, no, stand medium kick. Stand medium kick's faster, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, straight to G, experience, man. That's what it's about right there. We go there for experience.
So bad at mashing.
It's hard.
Damn. He's like, I want y'all to.
Nah, you get counter hit for sure. You might be -1 in that situation, but you do escape the corner. So it's not the worst thing in the world.
Actually, hold on. Try again.
Alright.
Oh. God damn it. Here. Try again.
Oh, I see what you're thinking. Is that projectile invincible? Does that work from close though? Let's see.
No.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Oh
To the
my
no,
God.
no.
You
But
are right.
will they ever do it that close? They'll probably do it a little bit further, like over here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so DP is still your best option.
Yeah. No, I thought of EX.
Teleport.
input.
Oh my god, teleport.
Okay, try it.
That,
Except-
yeah, it's definitely not a teleport. Kind of look like one.
Oh,
No,
because
exactly.
here's the thing. I have to do all 3 kicks for teleport. And because I'm already blocking and I'm in the block stun, I'm trying to
Trying to give
teleport,
you-
I'm going to get V reversal.
What if you end in down forward?
I did end it down forward.
You were mashing, I heard it.
Here, go for it. Here, go for
Alright, let's try. What we got?
it. See? I'm ending it down forward.
Damn.
Like, we'll turn on inputs.
Oh shit.
Just to
bro.
know that I'm not.
Inputs don't lie, bro.
Inputs
Inputs
don't
don't lie,
Alright,
Alright,
go
alright.
for it.
bro. I should lie like a motherfucker.
Wait,
Inputs
wait.
down. You got that ass straight
what?
now.
Oh, that was down forward. That was a clean down forward. He didn't even input forward. You see that? That was straight down.
How did it get? What the?
Oh, because you didn't input forward. You didn't get the full teleport motion. I think teleport overlaps over V reversal.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
yeah, you're right.
Well, okay,
I
at worst,
think
though, can you
it-
teleport backwards then at worst? I mean, you probably might get fucked.
Into the,
but-
yeah,
No.
no, that's fucking. What are you talking about? Teleport
Like-
backward into this fucking into this reckoning? What's this? That shit made no sense. No. Do it again.
That shit look hella fraudulent.
That shit looks so fucking fraudulent.
Oh shit, you would legitimately die. Like,
Okay.
oh man. That would
the
kind of
fuck
sick as hell though. If you
It
did that.
would. If you teleport
Yeah.
in place,
And then just missed there, that you like, yo.
dude, that is kind of sick.
No, the
Wait
shit,
a
you just
minute.
gotta throw
Alright.
up, honestly, yo.
Try
It's-
to-
Yeah, it loses
Okay.
to throw at any point in it. Smash throw. Like if you ever see it, you just literally mash throw.
Yeah, but
Like it'd be like just say if
Okay.
you were fucking up somehow, you literally just smash. Yeah,
that's it.
that's
If
kind
you
of.
see it, you'll be like, alright, I'm gonna throw it.
Cause like trying to attack it, like it doesn't have a big window of recovery like it did before. You So it's like, you know, instead the trade-off though is that you can throw it like pretty much at any point.
I
Like,
see.
at any
Okay,
point.
well, so the counter is throw, but then, you know, are people really going to throw you when they see a teleport on reaction, which they
Yeah.
very well might.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
you're
might.
saying to try it now with V-trigger? So you,
because I didn't know if like.
can you...
See, I kept thinking I.
It is on fire.
That's vibrate.
Oh.
Because I was thinking that I would be able I thought I could cancel my teleport into creating demon. But apparently it doesn't work. I just tried.
Oh, that would be so sick if you could, though. That would actually be broken if you could. Actually, I'm happy that you can. That would be so broken. I don't want to play against that Akuma. Not that Akuma. That's not cool.
Unfortunately.
You know,
See,
Mark
and
had
then-
to tend to your girl, so.
But yeah,
you know,
so
internet.
one of the things like. So one of the things that I was like, at least when I was playing, when I would be playing this matchup, right?
Yeah.
Like, I would feel overwhelmed in the pressure that I would want to burn my V reversal, burn my V meter to just push him out. But I feel like for those sort of certain situations, having the V trigger will help a lot better because like
I agree. Yeah.
the full invulnerability, the
comeback
like,
potential.
yeah,
Also.
and all that.
I'm
So
just
like,
scooch it.
there's like one like do I deal with stacking all that gray damage while I'm on defense?
I think it's your best option. Personally, I only like V reversal if you are going to. So I was actually talking to Nick about this, V reversaling people into the corner. It's like, let's say Rashid does some shit like this, and he tries to like, boom, and then escape like that. If you can V reversal in this situation, when you see him go for the EX tornado, to stop that whole scenario, I think that's a really good investment. Personally, I think that in general, I don't like V reversal that much against as Akuma, I should say. I don't like V reversal that much as Akuma.
Yeah.
Unless you're like cementing a life lead, because the V trigger is so strong. Like the V trigger is, they balance the character around his V trigger being ridiculous. So when you take that tool out of your wheel of options, then you open yourself up to having to deal with different situations that suck ass. So I would recommend like spending your super bar before your V bar. So if you can just like kind of stay on point on defense and just be like, yo, I am solid, I am a wall, I will fucking chill until I see this motherfucker throw yellow, and then when he's glowing yellow, I'm just gonna DP through that shit. That is what I would recommend. That's what I would do if I were playing Akuma in this match.
Okay.
Alright. And then also, what can you do about crouch boost? Is the
Uh,
only option really to whip punish and sweep?
have the whip punch of the sweep.
Can you do stand medium kick?
Ooh.
Yeah, because I know stand medium kick is pretty OD in terms of hitbox. But does it? Yeah, it seems hard to whip punish with. What about your standing, Chris?
Stands wrong. It's actually.
Is he standing too? Can you do Tatsu?
No, he's not standing in that situation. I'd have to.
Medium.
Yeah.
And then can you get EXDP after that or not?
No, not with those juggles. So the only times I can get EXDP is if like either I get the one where like he hits with the knee and then launches, right?
Okay.
So that,
I see.
or if I hit him with the last hit of meeting Feat.Tatsu, right?
Then you can juggle.
Yeah, and I can juggle from there.
Welcome back. I stole your chair. No problem.
Yeah, so it's only for those sorts of situations. But I mean, the meeting Feat.Tatsu is still pretty good. I mean, good corner push. There's like even then, like I sometimes I debate between doing that and the fireball just to get more damage, or this for the corner push. So, I think
Do you get a setup off of either of those?
the close one, yes.
The far one?
The far one, not so much. Like I can like I think like
Wow. That would be godly. I don't know, because for me, what I look for in whip punish buttons is something that goes far, is fast, I can get a setup off it. Or if not, then I'll just get like a footsie poke and then just get the life lead or something like that. Because you're probably not going to get a lot of damage off of whip punish in this, but since it recovers so quickly, your best bet is to just hope with something and not rely on something where it's like if I am fucking like if I have all the focus in the universe on stopping crouch fierce, I can stop this.
Yeah.
It's more so like, you know, I'm gonna stand in the right range, and if I see the crouch fierce, I can react to this. So I think sweep is probably your best bet, just because it's the most consistent.
Yeah, you get knocked down.
And do you get? I'm assuming you get like dash up, crouch strong, or something else.
If he normal rises, then I get dash up jab, dash up crouch jab, or dash up stand length.
Okay.
If he back rolls, then I get crouch strong. So I have to read. Bless you. Well, wait, but I have to read which recovery he does in order to follow a particular meaty.
Can you? I want to try some kind of OD. Can I try that? With Akuma? Sure.
Oh,
Damn.
boys.
You weren't lying about the
The
weight
hat,
of this
dude.
thing.
Why is that
This
6
dude's
buttons
got
though?
he's got the what's it called?
Panther.
The Jensen. Yeah. So it's got the game finger buttons, and then is this the Sega layout? Astro City.
Yeah.
Nice. Astro City.
Yeah.
layout.
To answer your
Hayabusa.
question, 6. Yeah, Hayabusa silent optical.
Nice.
6 buttons because you got L3 touchpad, R3, start, home, select. So.
Fuck. That's like the ultimate like experience.
Wait, do you have a Hayabusa silent optical? Why? What's different about yours?
No, you have the Samus
Oh,
silent.
Sam, man. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Oh.
I don't forget about that though. Someone else do.
Respect. All right. So what am I doing? Oh yeah.
So you're trying out some stuff.
So quick tech
Okay.
after sweep.
Wait, what the heck?
Got him. And then match 3-framer.
Okay.
Also.
Oh, what? Wait, what?
Man. Okay, so you're saying that's all I get if I'm Akuma?
Yeah. So you'd have to crouch jab and counter confirm down the stand medium kick.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
And then so you're with crouch fierce, and then we'll set up that situation.
With crouch fierce.
With crouch fierce, then I'll whip punish with sweep, and then so this
okay.
is like the scenario. we're
Yeah.
setting,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You gotta kind of be like in the eye of the tiger. So that does work.
Yeah.
Now mix it up between quick tech and back tech.
Okay.
Ooh, I got rocked.
Yeah, try to get the sweet life ass through all this bullshit. Sweep that ass.
Can you do? Oh,
I can
had
have-
another idea. Do it again.
Okay.
I got rocked.
Yeah. I think we all had that idea.
Can you do that?
So if I do
Air fireball? Like that? It like if you do that air fireball and he quick techs, are you still at frame advantage? Like, let's see.
okay.
You can't. You really have to like let it whip.
I can dash under as an answer.
You have to know the air fire. Like if you
Oh,
did
okay.
that, you knew the air fireball was coming.
I'll do that on reaction rather than like
Okay.
anticipating it.
I fucked up.
Put that elbow down like yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
So what if you block it? Are you at
I'm
frame
at
advantage?
I'm at disadvantage.
For sure.
Yes.
Like 100%.
Yeah.
That's it.
Not even if we. Are you punishable? Let's see. That shit is so fucking blocked.
I know. Like just separate part.
It's counter hit, so that
That
means
wasn't
it wasn't
punishable.
punishable.
Yeah.
Not punishable. And if you back tech in that same situation,
Okay.
that should become Stella Plus.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, so it covers both techs. It's not plus on quick tech, but if you try to crouch strong, then believe you'll get hit out of it and then cannot combo. That's what I want to see. It's the last test.
Oh, so you're saying
So wake up and then try to anti-air me when you see me. Like try to do like crouch strong. You're Rashid and you try crouch
got
strong.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oop. I'm mad because I'm back.
I'm mad because I'm back. You're just mad because you're an asshole.
That's a combo for sure. What about
That was nice
heavy
baggage.
punch mixer? Thank you. Heavy punch spin mixer. So it's heavy punch fireball.
Okay.
Nice. That's not bad. I mean, it's not like an
The
overall
best.
answer, but it's like if you land the sweep in this situation,
Yeah.
it's not a bad option to go for. I feel like.
Okay.
Maybe, but you know, who the fuck
Respect.
knows? Thank you, man.
Yeah, man, got you.
So yeah, I'd say that's like a pretty common scenario. Not too common because honestly the giver sheets don't really whiff.
Yeah,
Fierce that
like I
much.
said, they don't.
But you can, like, that is something to kind of help.
It could happen too.
It could happen. That's one of those it could happen
Yeah,
situations.
especially if they made a mistake, like they misspaced it due to you, kind of like messing with your spacing. So it
Yeah.
could happen. It's very likely it could happen. Just
Yeah.
don't count on it and make it default, game strategy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, one other thing is just kind of seeing, like, which one of your buttons deals with his buttons, if any. Do you have any buttons that deal with his buttons? One of the Fudo style. Fudo style of Winger. It looks like standing strong could do some stuff.
No, it's like I don't see that many
Oh, like-
people use it.
Did I ever tell you the Fudo story? Like when he was doing this and I walked up to him on accident and I think I low-key interrupted him. I think he got triggered. Like, it was kind of crazy. I just asked him a question. I was like, do you know about this like OS tech? He was, you didn't see me doing shit all game? I was, oh shit, my bad.
Oh, you're talking about the DP?
Yeah, I was talking about the DP with the grab, and I was showing him that. I was like, I grabbed the stick and I was doing this, and he was in the middle practicing for Hoodoo Man. And
Oh
then,
my
I
God.
looked at it, I was just like, did you do this? Yeah, I looked at it, I was like, and he looked back and he was like, what the fuck is this fat kid? Like, I'm sure. I've been like, I'll never forget
Shout out
that
to
day.
ACR.
That was ACR like 2 years ago. I'll never forget that day, man. Shout out to my boy Fudo, man.
That boy Fudo. Always a legend.
The only other answer I would have potentially is just like the parry, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is like okay, so put me with like the ears, yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
If I don't see
Yeah.
counter hit.
No, you don't want to.
You don't want to carry you don't want to parry the crouch fierce, but what's another situation
Oh,
where parry
wait.
could potentially come into play?
I forgot
Low
there's two
parry?
different parries. Yeah.
Wait, does that really work like that?
Yeah, it does.
No, it don't.
No, I was apparently Akuma could guess a parry way out. You have to be outside of range though, but you can guess a parry. Like you can do parry and then the punch, but you have to do it really quick. And if they hit you, like the minute your parry comes out, you'll parry and then you'll do that. If they're late, then you'll whip punch with that. Like it's kind of hard to explain, but Keenan does that, and it actually works pretty well. But you don't want to be super close to him though, and then like you'll get counter hit if you're.
You gotta do it like way outside range, like over here.
Yeah, something like that. And also too, it depends on Rashid's budget too. It may not fit Rashid.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
See, but this is the
It's
problem.
so
I have to guess between like a high and a low parry.
yeah.
If I do high and they do low, I get blown up.
Yep.
Vice versa.
Does that cross fierce? So that cross fierce counts as a low?
It's a
Yeah.
low parry. It's not, yeah, it's
yeah,
a low
counts
parry.
as low parry. Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sets up a scary situation. Like, yeah, okay. You know that.
Yeah. It all varies. Like,
What are you doing? Supposed to be hiding Rashid, man.
Yeah,
What the
but
fuck?
it's
Like,
secret. I can't
show
them.
everybody the secret Rashid.
I can't show
bro.
them the tech.
Yeah,
Can
man.
I combo that? I really can't combo that.
Possibly. It's kind of close. You were just a little closer.
Yo, crouch real quick. Don't block though.
Snake.
That don't combo.
Snake.
Nah, fuck it. I give up. I'm retired.
Two retired boys.
I'm retired, dog.
That was a good
So-
talk, though.
Thank you. So I think the main thing with Rashid, like the biggest thing that I could stress. Oh yeah. So then also knowing like if they ever do this against you, block. That shit. Like what can you do about that?
I have to.
That's yeah. You have the answer. But he has an answer.
That was the answer.
That was the answer.
No questions asked, dude. That was the answer.
How the fuck do they do it so they can like do it? You know what
I know what you mean. I get it.
Where it goes, you know, all fucked up.
It has to. I think the tornado has to be.
It has
something
to
do with-
hit weird.
Yeah, the tornado has to be there, like there.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
going up.
Maybe is it only on standing? Try standing. Because there's a way that you can make the tornado hit, so it's like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Or it's like boom, boom, boom. I forget. It's like 1, 1, 2. And if
Yeah.
you can make it do that, then you could probably. Ooh, I got it that time.
That was disgusting.
So block this? Just kidding, you can't block this. No.
I lied to you, bro. That was doing
What if that's my concern is if I get the proper one.
Yeah, you can make it go to the other side. That was.
Nope, access denied. That was the proper one. That was it.
Yeah. That boy, he got his butt cheek grab, dude. Fuck, that's crazy.
Can I punish that? No, I can't punish it. So even though it doesn't punish the wall jump, I can't punish you for trying it. Yeah. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
That dude
I
got
like that a lot.
hands here, man. Like the torch,
See.
man. Put that Olympic torch in the air.
Yeah, that's your best bet. But that's the thing is like Rashids love to do that. Not all the time, but it's one of those things where if you're gonna be on offense and you know like I'm not going to press a button because it's too risky, then I feel like it's always a good idea to be looking for that because it's a way to steal the turn back and get your offense started. Because you know, if you only get like, if you feel like damn I couldn't open somebody up, chances are you only had 1 or 2 opportunities to open them up, and you couldn't capitalize on 1 or 2 opportunities. But you know, the reason why you only had 1 or 2 opportunities is because they had like 7 or 8 opportunities to open you up in that same round.
Yeah.
Because when you really think about it, you know what I mean? So of course they opened you up because they had much more opportunity to open you up. Now, if that's not the case, then there's another problem, and that's a different situation.
Yeah.
But in this situation where it's like, damn, because I know it happens to me a lot where I'm like, damn, I couldn't open them up. I got in once or twice. It did happen. I got in, but I couldn't make it count.
Yeah, you didn't make the times count.
So what really happened there is I wasn't in enough. Eventually, if you're in, like fucking in, pushing, always putting pressure, then eventually it's gonna work. It has to. It's a numbers game. Like eventually you're going to guess correctly, and they're going to guess incorrectly. They cannot guess correctly every time. Pressure. Exactly. So once you can put the pressure on people, that's when you can break them. You know, that's when you put pressure on them. And all of your options start to work. They start to come together. That's what I've noticed at least. Especially with Yuri.
Pressure when it's turnish, bro.
Put pressure on people.
That's another like 2-player Dragon of Age, bro. Pressure.
Pressure. So
Pressure.
anybody in the chat room, let's open it up to the viewers to get some games.
To get pressured?
Let's get. I'm trying to get pressure.
They're trying to get pressure, bro.
We're about to take all this knowledge that we just gathered.
Trying to get force divided by area.
Pressure.
Pressure.
So send an invite to Speedkiller26
69.
if you'd like to play. Speedkiller26 42069. Only blazing, straight blazing.
Those are good ideas, though, man. I like that. Thank you. Good ideas.
So let's pick another character. Let's pick another character
meantime.
and go over them. Yeah. While we wait for viewer requests. Well, actually, before we do that, is there anything else with Rashid that you'd like to go over today?
Let's talk about Capcom removing him.
Let me see.
How do we get rid of Rashid?
That 50-50 where like he'll jump in the corner. Like he did
Wall
that
jump?
like the Shen and Buki thing where like he'll like make you think you cross up and then he'll throw a kunai and it hits you
This shit
non-cross
right
up.
here.
Ooh, the Eagle Spike version, though, right?
Yeah, with Eagle Spike, and I got caught with that a lot.
Dude,
Well,
that
it's
is
like
old,
not that
dude.
close, but like he'll do it after like when he gets me on a when I get knocked down, and like
Yeah. Like that.
well no like I'm already like he knocked me down with a certain bread and butter, and then like he'll
Oh,
like
it's probably
continue
this.
pressure.
Uchi does that shit a lot.
Yeah.
If you quick tech that and he does that, then it's a problem. Because he can do that.
Yeah.
Dude, that is messed up.
I know. I didn't even know
But
that
he can only
combo
do
did
that if you quick take that, or like.
Yeah, because if it's not a hard knockdown, then you have to guess. Or he has to guess the tech situation. But he could also do it off like a throw. Like this.
That was. Not
You could.
okay.
You could, but then, you know, if you're like, alright, I'm just about to walk, you know, what if he does that?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to walk into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah.
That's a really tight situation.
Here, do reversal super.
Reversal super?
Just do super. Oh, damn.
Damn.
Ooh,
I
you
had
got
that
hard
idea
to.
once, and I lost.
I tried parrying that because I saw Vi parry it once.
No, it's like 3 hits though.
No, like you only need to parry 1 hit.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll do it from a little bit, like a small distance.
Okay. Damn, I
Oh,
hit the
what's
parry
up,
too
dude?
late.
I got scooped.
Nah, I hit the parry too late.
Yeah.
His hand comes out, grabs him, and pulls him into tornado.
Yeah. Got it?
Show ass in you. Hell no.
Yeah.
I saw the red
Yeah,
flash too.
I
You
saw
got
it,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you do a high or low parry?
High parry.
That'd be really interesting if it was a low parry. Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
Well, that you did look like you mistimed that though. Look, you were starting it up and you got it.
Well, how fast does parry start? 2 frames?
2 frames.
Damn.
Yeah,
You
nah.
probably would have carried that.
Yeah.
I don't know, just
well,
looks
here's
funny.
here's a common chip scenario.
He could just teleport that though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I keep. Yeah, we.
Teleport.
Many times.
Dude, yeah, yeah. Dude, that's
That's
like
not
character
block
specific
shit
shit.
though. Yeah, you can teleport all that. Yeah, you're good.
Can you teleport back and then punish? Or can he chase you if you do?
Well, I mean, he can like move back and forth.
Yeah, but it might run out when your teleport is done.
Yeah,
now,
your
so
teleport
you
might
might be able to
far
punish.
enough.
Oh hell yeah! That's
Oh my
perfect.
god, you go through the
Whoa.
tornado and you come out like a fucking phantom?
That dude looked up in the air. Oh man,
That shit looks so sick.
What?
Oh goddamn. Let's try this shit again.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because Rashid's do this shit all day.
Yeah, you can avoid the
Phantom
chip
in the
scenario. Wow, that's crazy.
That's
you
pretty
are a
sick.
blessed character.
You are blessed.
Majority
You are
majority
blessed.
characters are fucked in this situation. They have to hold
You
that.
could probably do the same thing over here, right? If you teleport out of the corner in this situation, like if you wait for it to get right next to you, yeah.
Yeah, actually, no. My answer to that, if you did tornado, would be go for it.
Yeah, because that thing is only like 3 hits, right?
Yeah.
Damn, that's kind of crazy.
That's
So-
pretty genius too, because if he tries to
If
jump,
he
and
tries
Eagle
to do
spikes
this
him. Yeah. Oh.
Maybe you can do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because you can't hit him in the middle trying to get rid of those. Yeah, that's
Well, he can. It just depends on like
When.
like if I
Position
do
of where the
this.
hitbox is. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a hitbox. It could potentially. It just depends on how prepared the Rashid is to deal with this situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I try that, if I like see you jump, I'm like, oh, you jumping? No, I'm gonna get smacked. It's really not a bad
Actually, try
answer.
it.
Yeah, that's not a bad answer.
Do it again. Oh,
Oh, you do EX,
demon flip. Yeah.
demon flip.
Yeah, you do it. That'd be so crazy.
Nah,
Nah,
nah.
that shit, you don't want to
try
know.
that.
Damn it, Dank lied to me when he told me it
Oh,
was
he
projectile invincible.
Man, that boy lying to you.
Damn.
Don't you ever listen to that man? He
Sim
lying.
players only know about Sim, man.
Straight up.
Sorry, Dane.
Alright, so we're gonna try a new approach. Stream. You want to play us, put your CFN in the chat room. You know what I'm saying?
And your girl's numbers.
And your girl's number. And her Instagram page in the chat room.
ASL.
And we'll post that ASL up in the chat room. And then we'll hit you up. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Right.
So, no teleport in this situation. Sometimes you can do teleport, like if you don't have bar, then I think if you wait for it to get close to you, like if Rashid tries to walk up on your shit like this, yeah, that's not a bad option. It's really not a bad option. Because it's going to be unexpected. If it's the second time this has happened, and it's a good Rashid, they'll be like, oh, he about to teleport, I'm going to wait for that shit. Boom. Wait for that shit.
The confidence in it.
Dude.
Like, boom.
That
shit is
No, you-
missed completely.
No, okay. Actually, when you see that coming, grab it.
Grab? Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's what both people do. Because he don't have recovery on a teleport, I swear. That shit's like not a You had one job.
Oh my god.
That shit look hard down here, lie.
Seriously, dog.
That shit low, he got hard.
Yeah. What if I could throw you into the tornado? That would be so crazy. Throw you into the wind.
You just grab him and push him. The throw animation changes. Actually, just remind me, why is Geek getting another forward, bro? He's getting 2 forward though, like Mika.
Yeah, I know. It's
Why?
crazy. It's fucking crazy. I see you, Donovan. I see you, Donovan.
Oh, man.
To
Yeah.
Instagrams. I wonder who that is.
My boy Donovan.
That dude looks like Jaden Smith.
That Jaden.
Yo, Jaden.
Yo, Jaden.
That is like the fucking whitest name. Can we talk about that? Jaden.
Ooh, Jaden.
Jaden is like that. Man. You know, there's a kid named Raiden.
Yo.
Did his
my
parents
summer
play
camp.
Mortal Kombat?
No, they just thought because the dad wanted to name him
A Thunder God.
Ray, and the mother wanted to name him Jaden, so they named him Raiden. And I was like, dude, he is
I feel so bad for the
the
kid.
protector of Earthrealm.
Doctor,
Yeah.
like, when someone says, what do you want to name his kid? Ray. And then look at the baby.
Character selection.
Thunder God. This baby's the one.
It's a babality and shit.
Like a Thunder God baby,
Oh.
dude.
Actually, wait, didn't J.R. Rodrigez name his kid after? Like,
Name his kid
He
Kuma or
named it
something?
Kuma.
Yeah,
some.
What?
He named it Kuma. You didn't know that?
Oh my god. Dude, that's dedication to lifestyle.
Kuma, Raging Demon, Rodriguez.
Fuck. Shit.
We got
And the
player.
mother was okay with that? Yo,
Obviously,
trademark.
mine not have been bred. Like, I mean, after like the naming ceremony, she was all she mine just bounced. But, like,
She
there's
had
no
the back
way.
in her or some shit?
Tell her she just came out them motherfuckers. Like, just like walked out the hospital. Like, I'm good on this shit. Oh my god. I don't know. That must have been a really awkward scenario. I want to name him Kuma.
Kuma.
Who the fuck is that, baby? Who the fuck is Kuma? Like, don't worry about it. It's just,
Yo, Dreamark, send us an invite. Speedkiller26.
69. Oh man,
Speedkiller26.
that was crazy.
Beyblade is crazy. Can you do anything to stop the Beyblade? Like
The
if
Beyblade?
if I'm chilling right here, can you air fireball? Like if you jump at me? Damn. That
I have to
was
do instant though. That's the
You
thing.
can't do it later.
Or I can make a whiff.
The Beyblade is nice, man.
I'm the worst. That's pretty good. Can you uppercut after that?
Nah.
The feature
Light
is good,
uppercut?
though.
Nah, it have to be the V-trigger one. Right.
But yeah, V-trigger will body that regardless. I
Yeah.
don't think they'll test you in V-trigger.
Wait, I just thought about something then. Since you could do this thing, couldn't you just like fuck with Rashid's anti-airs and like jump at him almost damn near for free?
Not all the time because if they're anticipating it, they'll just dash under and punish me. Like that. Like a lot of
Okay,
people.
but let's say they start doing that. All right, so get rid of your V-trigger and then play that like mind game with the air fireball, right?
Uh-huh.
So you're saying I could dash under, right?
Yes.
So do that. Now just jump with medium kick.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a dive kick. It's essentially a dive kick.
Keenan does that. That's the reason.
I know.
was like, it's
I
like-
know. That's the first thing I thought of because Keenan does that shit to me all day.
Yeah, so I'm
Just
like,
dive
you
kick.
can either dive kick, jump medium kick, jump fireball, and then your V trigger gets even worse because then the double fireball, if it hits ground, you get a fat ass combo. If it hits aerial, you still get a fat combo. Not a fat combo, but you get like a godlike knockdown plus a left right mix up. And if you have demon, that ass is dead because you get a demon setup. So it might be beneficial. I mean, like one thing I learned is that sometimes you gotta do some things that you think. I mean, like there's some things you don't want to do, right? Like you don't want to jump at people a lot,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But you kind of like you don't want to stay on the ground with Rashid. He's gonna be too hard to pin down.
Yeah.
You know, because you said yourself, if you can pin him down, you feel comfortable. But I mean, that's the thing is Rashid's not gonna just sit there for you. You know,
Yeah.
they're gonna be fucking,
Yeah.
spin mixering, crouch piercing. They're gonna make your life difficult. So
Let me think of one thing. So play that mind game with me again.
Okay.
Because there's one thing Rashid can do that is unique to Rashid. Is that shit? You have to cancel it later.
play clinical total.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't cancel it later. That's
Yeah.
great. But yeah, like if I start to get wise to that mind game, and I'm like, alright, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to risk that shit happening. Then I could go air to air as soon as I see you jump. But if I'm doing that, I'm not gonna be like I can't do that. I can't crouch fierce in air to air.
Yeah.
You know, just to start up. Unless this fireball's misspaced, then
Also, too, you can play the Chris T mind game too, where you just do a blockchain and or you don't even have to do a blockchain. You just jump and press your button early in the
Did
air.
we get invited? I didn't see him invited.
Yeah, I didn't see him invite either.
Speedkiller26, not 69. Don't listen to him.
You said it.
Speedkiller26, not 69. Speedkiller26.
I put it 69. I don't understand. Like, I can't find you
I
guys.
did just as y'all said. Speedkiller69.
420. Like, I couldn't find you guys, man. Like, I don't understand. Like,
420 Blaze.
why is your gamer tag like has so many weird ass numbers, man? Like, I've never seen these numbers in my life.
Oh my god.
Why is 420 so special? But yeah, you can do that mind game too. You can jump medium kick early. If it really comes down to like, say if it's the clutch and you know like they want to try to do jump back strong to like kind of like stop you from jumping.
Oh
you
yeah,
just jump medium kick.
strong, like in the corner.
Yeah, you can just jump medium kick earlier.
Yeah.
Oh wait, how does your jump fierce hit? Does it hit straight vertically down or does it?
It's a good one.
Yeah, you might be able to just do that
It's
one.
fat, like it's fat damage.
Oh, you can do that.
That shit gets.
It just will lose to that though. But that's what I'm saying. You just do that after you are established that you got the fireball and the jump dive kick and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then when they're trying to like when they
Honestly,
know
like his dive kick is whatever to me, because
Yeah.
like you can't. Can you even combo off that? I don't even think you can combo off that.
The only time I come
shit
off
cool.
of it is I get like crouch fierce, crouch counter with crouch strong. That, and like it's like super meaty on their knockdown.
Does it look like a cross up?
No, it's just like if they press buttons.
But couldn't you just do jump medium kick in that situation?
Wait for the hard knockdown? Or
Yeah,
what?
let me see.
Oh shit.
damn.
Yo, the instincts kicked in.
Shit.
Oh, I see. Damn, that was
Wow.
the earliest sweep of all time.
Wow,
That's
really?
It's gonna be hard to time that.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Is that plus on block?
Yes.
That's kind of real though. That's kind of.
That's nice. Yeah, that was nice.
What about from distance?
Ooh,
beat the spin mixer.
you can't mash.
It beat the spin mixer.
That was 3 frames short.
That boy went through his body to the other side and then went, like, what the fuck? And no, we're not on PC. We're on PS4.
Yeah. That was 3 frames.
What? That boy literally went through his body and then came back to the this game.
Didn't
Was,
make sense.
that shit was hype as.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Not safe for DP. That's a problem.
Yeah, it's not safe against DP. I'd have to do.
It's situational, but it is hype. I see what you're saying.
I'd have to do that.
Okay.
I still like that.
Yeah, I do too. That's some dirt. That's some
Especially if
dirt.
they don't have a DP.
Yeah.
That's the
Here's a
money
better
maker.
one. Here's a better one.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
Shinrel. Dream Arcs.
Actually, here.
That sounds like some kind
Do
of, like,
do that.
framework
Do that crush.
Yeah.
Do that setup again, so I can like.
Sorry, Dream Arcs. Give us a second. Yeah, that's hype.
Oh, and then
it's plus
block. Yeah, block it and then try to mash 3 frame after.
Damn, it's like that.
Damn.
I thought he was about to start
I was
that.
trying
Weird,
to
like-
do the crouch fierce, but it's actually crouch strong. after.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
I saw him raise his hand up. I thought he was about to press the start button
Okay.
too. He was about to try to
So-
counter it. Oh my
Let's join
god.
that boy Dream Arc. There you go.
That's a pretty nice setup, dude.
Yeah, I like that setup a lot. That setup is sick.
So, do you guys want to do 1 and dones or 2 out of 3s?
Well, not very many people wanted
There's
to
not
get,
really that
they
many.
wanted-
One and done?
Yeah, they didn't want to get cracked open, so
Yeah.
I think we might have to. I don't know, maybe 2 out of 3, I guess.
2 out of 3? Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, until I guess until somebody shows up. Maybe.
Yeah, I hate that they put the shop where the messages used to be. Yeah, do you see CFN's getting a friends list and they still don't have a messaging system? It's crazy.
I don't know, clue.
One step at a time.
Yeah, I'll use this stick actually.
Dude.
I'll try it.
Wait,
That's it.
silent.
Which one to start though?
This one.
Rightmost. What? Never mind. I lied to you.
I thought it was this
It
one
really-
too.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I asked.
I got confused by that too until I
That's
saw like
exactly why I
Jason's
asked.
layouts, and
Mm.
he was like he made it so that way it, like starts here,
Left
so that
mouse.
way you don't accidentally. Actually, I'm trying because like people, it's so common to hit start here.
Yeah, over there. That's weird that he did that. Is that a lock too? What's that switch for?
Tournament mode lock, so like you don't press these buttons,
Sick.
they won't like
When
do
you're
anything.
engaging in that ass.
When you engage in the ass.
Yeah,
This- okay.
weird.
The,
No, no,
the
no.
button layout.
No,
Oh,
I'm
Karen?
What? Dude, I like the stick though.
Yeah, dude, that shit's sick.
So this is how the Hayabusa optical feels.
Yeah. Basically, they
weird.
just
feels
took
like it's
everything
zero.
from the Hayabusa stick and just made it better.
Yeah.
This feels like 0 resistance. It feels really good.
You like it?
Fight.
Corey making quality products.
For the first time in a while. Yeah, dude, I remember when like
This stick feels hella old, dude. Like in a good way.
like when they made the Hori VA, the VA series, like when like
God.
Street Fighter 4 first came out, like those
Yeah.
were okay.
Yeah.
Buttons were kind of trash.
Yeah.
The stick was kind of trash.
Is that the big bulky one?
No, it was like the same like this, except it was like white.
It was called VA?
Yeah, the Hori VA series.
I don't remember them being called VA. I know the one you're talking about. I don't remember them called VA.
Yeah, you're not thinking about the Buicks. That's
No, not the VA. You mess with that stick?
Fuck with this right here, man.
No, I know that it's the one that's it's like literally that one, but it's white. And then it's for 360, and then the black one for the PS3.
Yeah.
I remember that.
yeah.
Love this stick, dude.
I think it's like the PS3 one was like VS. No,
Ooh,
that was the
this
other
one
one.
got bombs.
Yeah.
Like that crush down was impending, man. That's not you.
But yeah, the only thing with a Hayabusa silent optical stick is like you need one extra wire for power, right? Because you know because it needs light to be able to determine which direction you're going. So
Right.
you need to like solder one of the wires to like a section where it provides power as well.
Is it a ground? Do you just need a ground wire, or
No,
is it a different
power
type of
wire.
power? I don't know what that is, honestly.
So like
I respect that. I have
so
zero
there's-
knowledge of this.
the basic thing is a signal wire, so ground signal, right?
Okay.
So you need one extra signal wire to be able to power up the light.
And how would you, like, let's say you have a Brook, right?
Yeah.
How would you hook up that extra signal?
So on the Brook USB, there's an extra terminal, a VCC terminal.
So that's what it's labeled as, VCC? Okay, cool. Yeah, because I've seen that on my Brook. And it's like, I wonder what that does. And it's a terminal, it's like a screw-in terminal.
Yeah.
Damn, that's so convenient. They thought of everything.
Telling you, man, 6 are getting hella advanced, man. Remember the day the TE1?
Shit was trash.
Man, the fucking Hori, the one that you had, the
Man, the fucking R. What was I forgot that brand name. It was something.
Fire Raptor.
Yeah, 40 Raptor. I think it was Rap 4 though, was it? No, I have Rap 4.
Rap 4 is one PS4.
Yeah, that's what the one I have right now.
Might have been the crap too, man. Yeah, the PS2.
You know what though? The 3 and the 2 looks pretty much damn near the
exactly
same.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
look exactly.
Cause I seen the 2 before, and I was like, man, I got that stick at home, and I realized that the one I had was actually exclusive to 360, and then I was like, what? Until they made the Tekken edition, but that's the one I had at home too. I got the wrap that body. Oh shit. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I was autopilot like a mother. I started walking forward. I was about to actually hit Riles.
So let's try to implement what we were talking about earlier, with kind of applying your pressure against people and knowing when to poke out of other people's stuff. I think your knowledge of Karen will definitely help you in that regard. Yeah, right now you're forcing him to deal with bites.
Oh shit.
I would like to see you throw more, like your entire game plan. Yeah, just throw like a shit ton in the early game to open up crush counters later on.
Yeah, speaking of which, we were talking earlier, like about like what type, like how to adapt certain people's plays, like a certain game plan.
Right.
I forgot what you had like 3 different topics.
I did. We didn't cover any of them. No, we touched on all 3 of them. But so basically, the main one was understanding player tendencies. So I wanted to talk about that while we were playing the viewers. We might just go to counter match because I'm not waiting to play. So Daigo had a tiering system, or like a calibration system. Yeah. So when he plays against players, he'll say, "What caliber of player is this person?" Instead of saying like, "Okay, does this person like to rush down? Does this person like to zone? Does this person like to do etc." He just looks for the caliber. You know, in addition to that, the main thing to look for is caliber. Yeah. And like a player of this caliber would probably fall for shit. A player of this caliber probably will jump back and West. A player of this kind, blah 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 blah. And as you're playing against them, you start to make that assessment. And the important bit is before the match begins, you kind of have your game plans against the different calibers of player. Right, so yeah, I'll jump up on that.
Damn, this shit heavy as fuck.
Yeah,
I didn't actually think about that. I was about to just go like this, and I realized I was like, holy shit.
So this is just powered by light. There's no micro switch.
No micro switch.
How does it have so much resistance? The spring?
Yeah, it's a spring.
Damn.
So
Well, that wasn't the home button. No, 2 out of 3 is fine.
Dude, that's
It's a nice thing.
a nice stick, man.
Panzer? Panzer's real.
I'm loving that stick, man. Proof, man. Proof.
Got that bug in love. Oh, that's all
Let me
I
feel
can
like
say.
that stick right quick. I just want to make sure.
This
like-
shit trash! Nah, it ain't that bad. This one has more resistance than that one. So it's probably a heavier spring. I guess.
Thick springs? I like it thick.
Thick.
actually, that's one thing I noticed. Like all the Hayabusas springs tend to be a bit thicker, or a bit heavier in resistance.
I would
I like
have to
it.
disagree because this one, when I first bought this one, that shit was, and this was like about
Oh, it's
a
the
month
loosest.
used. No, but yeah, it was the loosest when I first had it in there. It was pretty loose, but it was only like a month used, and that was it. Like, I mean, unless somebody was really going to fuck in on this shit, like in a month, man.
Alright, so I'm going to try to employ the techniques that we were talking about and the caliber player thing. So this caliber player, he is mashing a lot. He seems unfamiliar with a lot of different characters' options. So I'm going to test him against Nguyen and see if he knows about the setups. If he does, I'm just going to apply frame traps. And if he doesn't, if he doesn't know about the setups, he'll probably just try to jab out of them. So I'm just going to continuously apply frame traps. If he knows about them and he's wise to Nguyen, then I'll start to go for the trickier overhead stuff.
Let me see. To answer the questions of the guy that's asking about the spring resistance I have in my stick, I just came. It just came with whatever spring it came out of the box. I didn't go like modding the spring itself. The closest thing I had in terms of modding the stick itself was just like modding the ball top, just to make it look different. But everything else internally is just stock out of the box.
Yeah, it's a nice ball top, man.
Button.
Yeah, that's still more like asking for like more resistance.
Yeah. Is that is that what you prefer, or is that like?
I'm thinking about going back up again. I'm thinking about it. Just like I was getting, errors regardless of what stick I use, so I'm just like, I'm never gonna blame it on this stick,
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, I mean, at the same time, I am getting kind of bored. Yeah, optical. Just kind of more like a preference thing. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the thing is, you know, the head boost optical, you know, does the same thing, but you know, at the same time, it does. I can feel there is a difference though. It has a more crispier feel to it for me.
I do have an extra Talon optical if you want. Yeah, that one I got. Well, I have to see.
Let's talk off the show. Let's talk money after the show.
Ooh, gambling.
Gamble mag. RP Gamble mag. You know he's a truck driver now?
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh man, so he's done Street Fighter.
Just for the moment. He say he might be coming back.
Damn. Hope we don't. He seemed like the one the type of dude that falls asleep, dude, driving. I
Oh
swear.
gosh.
Please, like Gamble Mag.
You know he watches Twitch. We're not gonna blow it up.
Gamble Mag. Oh, that
He actually survived that.
I was a little shocked too, but
It was mostly, I don't want to say it was luck, but I was fucking up.
I don't know real problem.
So what I'm going to try to do, since he seems sort of familiar with some of the earring stuff, but very timid against it, I'm just going to try to sweat him out and wait for the jumps.
Right now he's kind of seeing how he's willing to just let the ground move with it.
Yeah.
Go to the jump, go to the jump. They always jump. Nice. Find that out. Oh, that's it. Got my jump. So he played more patient than I expected. I think I miscalculated the level of patience that he would have against Urian. It seems like he is respectful with the character. Should have tailed back Colin. That must be the stage.
Oh.
Yeah, we're playing Viewers Let's Go. So he's respecting me more than I thought he would. So if I know he's respecting me, that means he's not going to mash as much as he I thought.
Yeah, mash it. Mash as much
Which
as you
means
mash.
that I can press him more.
Wow, that's
What? Did you see that?
I did. And I wish I did.
That was lag. That was lag. Or I don't know what just happened.
I don't know what happened either. That boy.
I tried to dash. I tried to dash.
What the fuck just happened, dude? Why do you look like this? Dude, like literally turned backwards.
Yeah. So since I know he's gonna be playing more respectful, I'm going to start disrespectful.
Hey, man, I don't convince. I really gotta buy that stick, man. Make you turn backwards, bro. That dude was hype.
Now I have to be careful of the roundhouse. Good presence of mind and not super well.
I tell him I've been watching Saliou videos.
That's it. Oh my, I blame this.
Do hashtag I hit it first, I blame stick.
Okay. There's a lot of fuck-ups. A lot of fuck-ups. But yeah, so I think that assessment was accurate. So
That's pretty
now,
good.
I think if I were him, I would start rushing me down because he saw that playing patient wasn't working. So he's gonna think, all right, well I'm about to go the fuck in. He's gonna start jumping more. Maybe pressing buttons in the neutral to stop me from dashing. And if he doesn't, then I'm just gonna start dashing again.
Okay. Yeah, he has to counter adjust to your disrespectfulness.
Yep.
It's a good assessment. Good assessment. I gave him the assessment to he's like, I think you should counter me by mashing more buttons. I got this shit over there.
That's fine. V-trigger's gone.
tried to go bucket last game though. Bucket last game, dog. Not Bucky. Bucket. Bucket last game, dog.
Damn. Is that the sidekick to Captain America?
Oh shit, I never heard that one. Oh, Captain America. Oh man. Dude, Hell Hydra get high though.
Hell Hydro.
Hell Hydro, man.
Hell Hydro.
Hell Hydro.
Okay,
Damn.
I think that worked. It worked in this instance, but
You win.
who knows?
True that, true that.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Classico, you're next, man. We're just gonna let Chris win, get a set, and then we in there.
Yeah, it's a good assessment though. Good assessment. So it seemed like he tried to counter adapt a little bit, but then
He was.
when he got countered, he kind of went back to his first place. That
His-
was losing to that in the first place.
Yeah, so his counter adaptation was okay, I'm going to play neutral game first, and then I am going to mash out of his shit because he's dashing, he's like staggering frame traps, he's going for throw. I don't want to deal with this, so I'm gonna press buttons, and then I crush counter. I only need to crush counter him once or twice. Like I only need to guess correctly once or twice, and then I win. So
Pretty much, yeah.
like that's it. If I make my correct guesses count. So you know, for example, like if I guess correctly on a crush counter stand fierce, I only need 2 of those per round to win realistically.
It's true. That's actually
You know, when you couple that with like pokes here and there on neutral, 2 correct guesses with crush counter fierce, I win that. So
sounds so bad.
if you hedge your bets that way, then you can win. You know, it's kind of taking those low risk, high reward bets. That's really the key to taking out all the players, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Nice assessment.
Thanks. And then you got to know when to throw more. But that's I felt like in the first game I threw him enough and I did a lot of dash stuff. to where
It's enough to get an idea of what we're going to do on defense.
not necessarily what he was gonna do on defense, but more so the adaptations he had to make to stop it. Like he has to stop me from doing that. So he's gonna try, but that's when he's gonna die.
Yeah, true that. Now I gotta deal with
so
the cool
fucking sick.
These setups look kind of fucked up.
That was so fucking sick.
I'm just gonna toss that in there.
Did you see what that boy did?
There's so much OD
Did
this.
counter hit, crouch dab into the stand beating kick, into the B trigger, into the palm. Did you see that shit? B skill, 2. Bananas off the head. That was too much. That was too much.
The OD happened right there.
Yeah, that was too OD.
Somebody got the momentum and they just cut it with a super.
That's the story of season 2. The top tier characters beat you in 2 confirms. Well, it's not necessarily 2 confirms, 2 good confirms. That's the difference. If you are like a really strong player, then you will make sure that the confirms that you get are high damage.
Exactly. That's the key, man.
Yeah.
You literally turn those things into goals, man. You get hit one hit, this is going in, dude.
Go in, go the fuck in. And that's the thing that makes season 2 top tier is very strong, is that they have multiple avenues to get high damage. Instead
Yeah,
of
they
like,
do.
other characters, if they play footsies, they just play footsies. And then when they get a jump in or they get a command throw, then they're in. But you're in. Or like Laura, Balrog, if they play footsies, they get crouched. If
Yeah,
Balrog
they're
plays
rewarded
footsies
heavily.
and he gets crouch medium kick, he can win. If he, gets a crush counter roundhouse, he can win off of pressure. If he gets like a counter hit straight jab or the 3-frame thing off of defense, he can win.
That's true.
They have more scenarios that lead to victory as opposed to I
Average
get out.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so crazy to really look at the game like that. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It becomes like Marvel damn near.
I mean, yeah, but that's the thing. It's like I feel like Marvel gets a really bad rap by a lot of people because they've never tried to play the game on high level, and it's really hard to understand if you haven't tried. Like why when you look on the surface of Marvel, why the fuck would anybody play it? Because Zero exists, and so does Virgil. But there is stuff that you can do in that game to circumvent that. That does involve player skill. And there's cheap stuff. Every character has cheap stuff. The whole key thing of that game is finding the cheapest shit with your character. And really, the whole reason why I started this fucking spiritual journey about the cheap shit was because I started picking Marvel 3 back up. And I started really realizing, like, look, these matchups are ass. Like, Zero bodies everybody in the game. From a straight matchup perspective. But you can absolutely outplay the player and become a god. You can win. You can outplay the player and win. I like that you didn't use
That's a good
super.
speech. Inspiring, man.
That's what I do.
That's why I do this on a daily, bro. Inspires people.
Good stuff to Chris also. How'd you feel about that set?
Let me see. So from what I've seen so far, it's like you said, you noticed that he was like a very passive player. So that gave me the opportunity to just kind of get a feel like, oh, does he know how to deal with all like, is he checking my demon flips? Is he, does he know when not to press buttons? Like, what's his tendencies? Like, he first tried hitting buttons between. He saw like this kind of hit stand drive confirm into that and whatnot, and then he stopped that. But then, you know, like from that, and then he became a little more hesitant. And I just started like stacking more gray damage throughout, and just trying to see like when it is that he would like to press buttons. So, like you said, he staggered the buttons, and that led me to my reward of like, okay, either I'm gonna stack more gray damage, or he's gonna get hit, and I'm gonna get more corner pressure.
Yeah.
So
It's a logical approach to
Yeah.
to beating people, which I like more than they could go in. Like, to me, being logical is like, I prefer that personally.
yeah,
I just smash.
definitely.
I'm just trying to smash.
And also, DreamWorks,
yeah,
man.
so
Thank
we
you
got-
for coming in,
We
man.
got an invite from Classico. Do you want to start it off against him?
Do I want to start it up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it.
Classic called you
So,
out, man.
Classico, can you set the lobby to 2 out of 3 as well? Because we're gonna run through all the 3 of us,
Gauntlet.
and then I think that should be a show by the end of this set.
Come on.
Let me see. Oh yeah, you didn't stuff any demon flips except for one. Yeah, so like one time he got the counter hit crouch fierce into
I saw that.
V-trigger activation.
That was nice.
Yeah, but like it's like one of those things where like you're trying to see like when is it that you should stop testing your opponent. Like because like some people will like once they have the one answer they think they'll always have the answer and then they'll immediately take it out of the game plan. And other people will like I'm gonna keep doing it until you consistently have the answer X amount of times in a row, then I'll stop.
So there is, at my work, there is a ridiculously strong fighting game, like a theory fighter player.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking ridiculous.
My
And-
boy, man. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, so the advice that he gave me, and against myself, is like, you know, he was saying, like, your neutral game is pretty good. It is good. But if I beat you in the neutral once or twice, I can see the difference in your movement. And that's when you can tell, like, you can tell in somebody's neutral game if they're looking for you to demon flip. Like, if you put the fear in somebody, it's apparent. Because at the start of the match, they're like, fuck it, moving back and forth, whipping buttons and shit, testing you, throwing fireballs. And then by the end, they're like fucking, you know, just chill. Like, Nguyen, for example, he's just like fucking chilling, down backing, holding a headbutt. That's when you know he's waiting to react to some shit.
Shoot that.
So right now, you can see Classico is very mobile, right? He's jumping around, he's whipping buttons. He is looking to start his game.
And also DreamWorks,
So
yeah,
that's
man.
when- this is when I would start doing gimmicks right now. If I see him moving a lot.
Gimmick boys?
Not necessarily gimmicks, but like the demon flip check, like check the reaction type of thing. Because they're thinking about their own offense more so than stopping you.
I don't know, man. Maybe he might be a nice Urian, man. Maybe he might be a carrot Urian, man.
Right.
A love berry Urian. He just cares about your options, yo.
Cares about you.
Oh, that dude's like, yeah.
Nice answer.
Ooh. You want that jump in?
He be trying to slam.
Trying to slam.
He might be trying to slam. Nice. Oh, Kuma.
Nope. What? Nice. Good shit.
Oh, man.
Good shit.
Good job, man.
Well played.
Dude, he threw him and went right back. This is my home now. And he went back to the edge of reflector. Oh, shit. I just didn't expect that. I was like, all right, he's out there. He's out that situation. He's good. And he went back into it. I was like, what?
Yeah,
Oh,
with the
man.
way he's playing now, I would test his reactions to the demon flips and such.
Oh, hashtag rise up.
Hashtag rise up.
Hey, back in the ground. Oh, whoop your head, boy. I'm back in the steel. Oh, good defense.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, I thought I was gonna.
The American reach.
Online Urian.
Dude, that boy's hell.
Dude, online Urian, I know he's
Online
got.
Urian is sick as fuck. That dude was doing some crazy vortex shit.
Yo, what up, Animal Ant? Hey guys, went to my first local casuals body. Don't know how many losses I took. Well, you know what? You know that you went there, and you know that you got your shit pushed the fuck in. And you know how it happened. At least partially, I assume.
True that, man.
Which really is the point. Like, you know, you gotta get bodied for a while until you don't get bodied on it.
That's the biggest step, man.
That's the biggest step.
Oh, that sucks.
Game Harry plays,
Yeah, I
man.
think-
Yep, that is Chris.
I think
man.
parrying that is probably your best bet.
I felt that shit. Like he looks like lifeless.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, see, you see how defensive he was playing?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was talking about. He just started down backing, he was waiting to react to you doing something, and just fucking that shit up. He wanted to fuck.
Dude, that was like the most lifeless shimmy. Can we please talk about that? It was like lifeless.
Which one?
He did the fireball. He tried to shimmy. He walked up for a second. And he just sat there with a Kuma. Just
That shit was hype, bro.
That was lifeless as fuck, though.
See, now that's a situation where you can start throwing people.
Alright.
Because he was tanking.
That was good though. It was a good shimmy, but it was just so lifeless. Like, you know, most people are like mobile with their shimmy. They kind of like, you know, weaving it and shit. And it was just kind of like a little glitch. It just sat there. I was like, dude.
Nice.
He's ready now.
That's interesting answer for the theory.
That shit crazy.
Nice.
Saw that. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
White blocked this
What?
and overhead.
He's got it. Watch his shoulder.
Oh my god.
He
I was-
did it right
I-
as you were just.
I know. Because you know he wants it. He's jumping backwards. He has back charge and Aegis.
So in a situation where you get to a good position against his Urian, wait for the headbutt. Like he's gonna like literally just headbutt. Like instead of trying to walk into the range, he's gonna do the headbutt or shoulder. But you know, since I kind of said that.
Yeah, only when he's in that defensive mode. Remember, 30-second delay on the move, so you won't see him.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's not a situation you want.
I'm gonna put the hammer down.
Yeah, I don't. Gamer Harry, I don't understand how people don't understand that 25 health is a big deal.
Dude, what are you talking about? It's a huge deal, bro. Like 25 hell, bro.
No, it is a big deal.
Big deal,
Legitimately,
bro.
that shit is a big deal. I personally think that's a huge deal. There's so many
25
situations
hell.
where Urian is alive off Magic Pixel. That shit's gonna make
They
a huge
removed his
difference.
25 though?
Yeah.
Ah.
Took out his 25.
So him and Barrow. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude, that was like Rule 4.
That was tough. I think you had the right idea. You were testing him at the right times, but the biggest problem that I saw was lack of reward for making the right decisions. I think that there were a couple times where you had the right read. You're like, okay, he's not going to react properly to this, or he's not going to advance in this situation, or I can poke out with a button.
Yeah.
But you didn't get the most damage off of that situation, or you didn't get the best setup. type of thing, you know.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right in that situation. Like, it's...
But I did. That's the thing is, even though you did not win the set, I like the way you played the match. It was just little, minute, like tighten up things.
Yeah.
You know, when he's desperate for the V trigger, don't let him get it. You know, don't let him get it for free.
That shit says Amazon Basic, bro. That shit's kind of sick. Okay. Basic bitches.
I almost got the Amazon Basic. I almost got that shit.
Fuck.
And then the other one had the little thing sitting on top instead.
Nah, but yeah, it's... Yeah, and I noticed it was hard, at least for me, like, charge characters down back, because it's like, I'm like subconsciously thinking in the back of my mind, when is he just gonna chariot through? When is he gonna...
But I mean, that's the thing is like, so there's one tell that you can get for Chariot is back charge. Like if he ever walks forward, he doesn't have Chariot. And most Urians will down back before they Chariot instead of walking backwards and doing raw Chariot. And in general, you gotta look for like what information has the player given you, because he's probably not trying to just spend his bar like that, because it is an EX. Like it costs a bar of meter to do. So you don't want to just toss it out there. Unless it's like anything else.
Yeah, that's true.
Dream Arch, I did the same thing. I used to play a shit ton of characters. And then I really honed in and started focusing on like a specific set. And really just started improving. Really, it was just on one character. Because you can't... The problem with playing a lot of characters when you're first learning is whenever you lose to something, you can just be like, well, the character does not excel in this field, so I am going to pick another character that covers the thing that I just want. Yeah, the problem with that is that you're not allowing yourself to learn valuable lessons that you can in the game. So yeah, it definitely is like if you're learning the game or if you're starting to improve, I would definitely recommend sticking to 1 or 2 characters. Preferably 1, but if you want to go with 2, that's okay.
Let me see. Barry asks, am I not playing Ken anymore? Pretty much I'm not playing Ken anymore. I don't know. Like I
Ken nerfs?
No, it's not.
Kuma buffs?
No, it's not that. Like I talked to Sal about this a while ago. I talked to a bunch of others. Like this was like something that even like persisted from like when I was playing Nguyen in Ultra Street Fighter 4. Like I played like the characters I would play. I played in a very technical manner. Even though like my characters had an explosive factor to them, it's like I didn't know how it is to tap into that explosiveness in a way that like works in my favor, right? So like you have people like Alzamako and Saliou and whatnot that play Nguyen, and like the moments that get scary is when like the explosive like
That burst damage.
yeah, the burst damage moments where it goes in their favor, like situation upon situation upon situation. Like I can't get that to happen. Most of my rewards come from being able to land like those like
Fucking chain jab,
Oh, those were the days.
like being able to land those logical like making the logical decisions.
Right.
But the problem is like even like Filipino Man told me once when I was playing him at round 1, like I play too smart for my own good. And the problem is like sometimes with like Nguyen and Ken, like you have to go dumb sometimes.
Yeah.
Right. So then, you know, I was like I kept thinking to myself like if that's the case, then I have to find a character that like rewards the most off of the logical.
Smart play.
Yeah, exactly. So like Akuma makes sense in that because you have to play smart with him. If you don't, then that health is gonna like deteriorate.
Yeah.
Like no other.
Yeah.
And like that's how Akuma's always been in every iteration of Street Fighter. Like
Pretty much.
being that technical player that's able to make those logical smart decisions every single time, not playing like a nut.
Don't do that.
Dude.
Stop trying to jump away from it. Because, okay, so he's blowing you up for... Or, you know what? Let me hear your assessment before I This is your battle.
Yeah, no.
But what's your assessment, though, before you rematch?
Well, I was trying to, it actually should have never gotten to that point because I tried to do the orb, but it didn't come out. But when it got to that point, I was like, okay, well, I'm pretty sure he's about to leave me a gap so I can get out. So, because he doesn't want me to get that last hit, so he's probably gonna try to like wait. So I was like, okay, well, when I saw the gap, I was gonna try to get out. And I read that he was gonna do the EX knee, and I thought my jump EXP was gonna land on me, but it didn't. So, really unfortunate.
Glasgow's a guy that goes to locals and starting to attend. Been watching his gameplay for a year. Yeah, I think if you can figure out Nash's new playstyle, you can make him shine his right and blow people up who don't have that knowledge of the movie. I think that's true. Exactly. I want to hear people get advice about overloading. I mean, I don't think that Nash has done that personally. I think obviously he's not as good as he was in season 1, but almost no character in the game who was strong in season 1 is as good as they were. They got toned down in some way. It was like a system-wide thing. Everybody got toned down. Nash is still capable. He just gets outclassed in the areas he uses to excel. But he's kind of a jack of all trades minus uppercut. Is how it feels for me.
I mean, he's getting the full invulnerability now in the next upcoming patch.
I thought it was only throw invulnerable.
No, he's getting.
I think it's only throw invulnerable, but it's upper body invulnerable.
Yeah, it used to. Yeah, you're right.
Upper body invulnerable from frame 1 and throw invulnerable. Which is nice.
That's good.
I like Ken too, but I agree with you. I'm deciding on.
either Buki or
Ken?
secondary.
Yeah, I would definitely go with the Boogie.
I mean, Ken is fun and Ken's really cool, but I feel like Ibuki is such a strong character. There's no reason to not play Ibuki if you can get the setups down and she interests you. Like, she's really, really strong. Highly recommend playing.
I agree. Like,
Yeah.
she's definitely like she's like the hidden ninja top tier.
Yeah, man.
Literally ninja.
Yeah. Straight up. Straight up ninja status. Top tier ninja.
Should put Classico on the show when he comes out next month. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. Classico, he's going to West Coast Warzone.
That is so random.
Yeah.
Why didn't I see? Alright, whatever. I'm not gonna question the man.
I'm not
questioning the man.
but yeah, he is going to West Coast Warzone. He's part of that Famiglia chat.
Dude, Famiglia, boys.
It's about to be pretty
The
dope.
Famiglia.
Yeah, so he's going there, and he was looking for a team partner for the 3v3. So we're probably gonna take.
Oh,
Yeah,
Classico.
Yeah.
Classico.
Round
That's sick.
one.
Dope.
Fight.
Sounds like a dope team.
Is he plus after that tackle?
Okay. No. My hit? Which?
If he did the medium kick one,
Yeah, he's not. I think he's 0.
I
But he could be +1. I'm not sure.
I think.
Ooh. Actually, it's not that bad. Dude was in the mirror.
Can you be so short than Alex?
yeah, good test.
Three frames short.
Dude, he fucking whooped up with the short. That was crazy.
Fight.
Slim, I'll make sure that that one tweets out. Don't worry, that won't go unnoticed. So what do you think about Bison in this season, Chris?
He definitely got better in this season. I mean, he has a 3 frame short now. He can store a fireball as a potential tool to negate my fireball game. It's, although, let me see. Definitely the changes to VXL's reverse makes it a lot harder to deal with.
Yeah.
And like, you have to do some pretty unconventional stuff, like dash under, if he's like not looking for that. But he's still good. Like a cancelable low forward is like a big.
Big deal.
Yeah.
Wait, he always had cancel for it.
It was never
Yeah,
cancelable. Was it?
Yeah, it was cancelable. Urian. No, never mind. It was always cancelable, but it didn't combo into the medium kick.
Oh, that's why. Okay, that's
or,
why.
or medium kicks is triggers. What happened? I don't know if it combos regularly.
Okay, so that was why.
That's a
Yeah.
big trigger fireball. That shit is stupid.
Yeah.
Wow.
That shit was strong.
I didn't see that coming.
Strong. I'm gonna use my stick. You plug me in, Chris?
Yes.
I did not see that ending coming. I'm not gonna lie.
Neither did I.
Well, I had
I
like the
thought it
whole
would've
scenario
been either.
planned out.
Yeah, honestly, in that situation, you would have lost because the EXD would have hit you through its projectile invincibility, and it would have done enough to kill you. It would have been a better idea to block. But can you give us your thoughts on that set?
Basically, I was trying to kind of see what he likes to do on defense. Like, you know, when I was getting in, I kind of wanted to see what was some of the options he wanted to choose. What was like a lot of the like ways he would try to escape, basically. And so also too, like I was trying to take advantage of the neutral game. Kind of when I realized that he was passive and letting me get to a range with Bison 1.
Right.
So when I was there, you know, I was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna bully him with stand fears, stack up great damage, and then kind of jump back to a range where we both can't touch each other. So that was kind of the idea of the game. And a lot of times I noticed that when we were in situations where I would create like a break in a block string, or he would create a break in a block string, he would try to do the EX knee or headbutt. one of the two. EX knee, headbutt, or dash. So in EX, if I just do EX head stomp and that break, I don't really have to worry about either of the 3 options. So it's like, okay, I'm just gonna do, you know, that's where a lot of the EX head stomp would come in. Or I would do, like when I was in the corner, I'd jump back medium kick, because I knew when it was a break, he was gonna either do the EX knee, shoulder tackle, or some type of jump, regardless of health lead or not. Like it didn't matter at any point he would try to get in, to get his stuff started.
Right.
So that's kind of some of the things I was thinking about and took into consideration.
Interesting. So this player, he's very offensive heavy. At least against Bison, he was.
I won't say offensive heavy.
No, he's scrambling. He doesn't like when it resets to neutral. He wants to catch you in that instance.
That's true.
And I'll see if he falls for some.
Oh, dude, I want to see this shit light up. So who's on your team anyway, Chris?
Right now it's me, JC, and we were looking for a third. So Glasgow coming in for our third. He said he needed a 3v3, and he asked me on Discord if we needed one, so we'll pull him in. So we'll have our 3 from there.
You gotta be a solid 3, man.
So Kuma carrying Yuri.
That's a solid 3. I like it. I like it. It's a solid 3. Any one of you guys in particular think about playing points?
Not really sure. We're just gonna go. We're gonna flow with it. I mean,
Flow with it.
yeah.
Good idea. I like it. I like it, man. I like it. And also too, Dream March. Best thing I can say when playing against Bison is you definitely don't want to really be on defense too long against Bison because of the fact that he can stack a lot of grade damage and his chip is safe, unlike majority of the cast. So a lot of times in the neutral, you want to make sure you don't obviously want to be poking, like you don't want to just start mashing roundhouses or stand medium kicks, but you kind of want to like change your spacing a lot and don't really be like easy for Bison to pin down. And also if you can and you feel like you kind of have the like say if you feel like you have a better understanding of neutral than the Bison player, then you can use that to your advantage to kind of walk them in the corner and take advantage of Bison's knockdown, because he can't really get out of a lot of situations when you knock him down. So but when you have him in the corner, though, be careful. That shit will OD as hell. That shit will really too OD. But yeah, when you have him in those situations, you don't want to really leave him the gap so he can like EX head stomp out.
There you go.
I like that.
I would have just like not like.
Yeah, I was thinking too. I was
That's
like,
a better idea.
I would have played dead. Lay on the ground.
Do you think that Balrog should have gotten more nerfs?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't think so, but
I don't know. He's the only one with a dash punch that's +1 on block.
that is true. So I mean, by that logic, I feel like Belong should win this game. No, I'm serious because like it seemed like when this game came out, they didn't really want any forward moving things that are like hella plus. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Well, it seems like the other rule set has to be charged.
yeah, I see that.
It's Balrog, Yuri, and Bison. All charged characters.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but then I mean they changed Urians to -2. I know Balrog.
That was popular demand. Because their original vision wasn't that.
Yeah, I feel like as long as they buff the other characters.
Which fireball was that?
I don't know. That shit kind of OD.
That's what it is.
But I feel like Balrog is I feel like he's kind of good where he's at right now. Just they need to buff everybody else. Because like majority of the cast are just like lackluster compared to him when they have to fight him. It just becomes like you have to think of like 20 million strategies.
Dude, I miss you, dog. I miss you, Justin. We miss you, bro.
We haven't seen him in 30 years, bro.
Yeah, dude, that dude's got a full beard now. He's got like
Come
4
back
kids
as a grown ass man.
and a mortgage.
Well,
I ain't no baby
well,
no more.
before you hit that, before you continue, like what did you get out of that?
He wants to play neutral with me, but his fireball game is kind of still working. Like I can tell that he is not as comfortable with it, and he is not charging V-Skill enough. And what he's doing is he'll risk going for like sweeps and shit, like unsafe sweeps without range, and he'll throw weird fireballs, and his patience will break with jumps. So I'm just thinking, all right, well I'm just gonna play this game with him, and then I'll just correctly jump a fireball, and now he's just gonna sit there and try to react. So I'm gonna dash up, I'm gonna throw. I'm gonna test his reaction.
See, that's the thing I never do enough. I never do dash up and stuff. Like I'm so used to not like putting
Smart
myself.
for your own good. Smart for your own good.
I don't know. I never implemented dash up as like part of my offensive approach.
Well, you know what? That's a good. The crazy thing about dash up. A lot of people get impatient when they dash up, so they'll dash up and button, But sometimes you just use dash up to get close and not press a button, and generally you'll be able to block. Like if the person reacts late, especially, because usually what ends up happening is that you'll dash and then they'll react late and they get a counter hit because you're trying to press your button after the dash. So like you're doing something that's like, you know, in Vice's case 22 frames, maybe in Akuma's case like 16 or 17 frames, and then you're trying to do press crouch jump after. So then you're gonna get countered. You know, after when it's all said and done, you're gonna counter because they're gonna press their button in reaction to your dash. Like if they're reacting to the actual dash, they're gonna press it late. So then most likely they're gonna counter hit you if you try to press something after. So a good thing about the dash is you can use it to kind of just gain space. Don't really press anything, but if they neutral jump, you will be in range to whip punish. Like it's like it allows you to change your spacing, so you can get in range to do certain things that you couldn't at your previous spacing. So like, you know, if you were far back and say they're neutral jumping all day, you bust a quick dash, then, you know, and they weren't really ready for it, then you're going to be in range to now hit them in Akuma's case with back fierce or, you know, uppercut, you know, if you're really close.
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes it is good to dash, but don't really like mash after you dash. Or sometimes, you know, if you know you can get away with it and they're not stopping you, then, you know.
Actually, one other thing, like, at least like in this season, I would like see them neutral jump and I would dash up, try to uppercut. But like because of the whole change in invincibility of uppercut, it makes it hard to do that. Now at least when this upcoming patch in April comes out, because of the invincibility frame 1 upper body,
You're gonna have more confidence doing that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. It's just basically, honestly, I look at forward dash as kind of like an extension of block. Like, you know, because back in like Super Turbo days, honestly.
Fuck. I'm retarded. I'm retarded.
You thought you was the other Yuri?
No, he had Aegis out and he threw a fireball. He forgot that the Aegis was still out.
My boy.
Ooh! Oh wow! Oh!
Nguyen is such a fucking clown show.
Also, my boy Ermin, man, what's good? This one chilling, man.
Damn.
He's the hero, man. He's the true hero of the
True
story.
American hero. Was a little bro.
So,
But
yeah,
yeah.
people don't know about the Herman tag, man.
But yeah,
It's just unblockable.
But yeah, Tatsu, 2 more months. Dude,
Yeah.
I was watching yesterday's Wednesday Night Fight stream, and I saw him shouting out like what I did in round 1.
Yeah, I tell you, just some OD stuff. I was watching Chills, like, my boy Chris was about to win, and I turned around and he get fucked. I was like, what happened?
Oh god.
I was, that's just how it happened from my
Damn.
perspective. Like, I was watching
So,
it and I was getting tired.
What I saw was different is again with Firefly. He was actually much more patient. His reactions were pretty good. I was testing him in that first round.
Yeah.
And he was reacting accordingly. But if you're reacting to my dashes like that, you're not gonna properly space your shit out. If I start fireballing, you're probably gonna start flailing in some instances, and eventually you're gonna fuck up. So I did catch him eventually. I think it was like a dash up medium punch or something, and I got like a fat ass combo off of that. And I also was kind of just exploiting the fireball game. Like he would throw fireballs when I had V skill locked, and then I would just truck through it, you know, with the EX tackle, which goes ridiculously far.
Yeah, you can intercept it.
Especially since Urian's fireball is so slow. Like if he tries to charge it and I do EX tackle, I will hit him while it's charging. And if he releases it, the armor absorbs and goes through. Also, what's up to my boy Frost? Wait, no, we already said that. Herman.
Yeah,
My bad. I was
yeah.
playing. I wasn't even fucking.
No, you do your thing.
So, anyways, the Aegis stuff was lucky and fortunate for me, and I was pretty hyped when he started fucking bouncing.
That was so stupid. Like, that shit was so dumb. I got the right read. It don't matter, son.
Yeah, it was sick. But then, you know, I feel like his neutral game was really like it was not that bad. He was not whipping a lot of buttons. He wasn't giving me a lot of overextensions with whiffs. You know what I mean, with whiffed buttons. And I wasn't really out footseeing him. I tried to, in general, actually, I tried to stay away from that because he seemed like he might have a strong neutral game. But I know that my mind games are really strong. So I'm just going to keep him in that realm where I can just play mind games against him. Because he's going to crumble. He has to crumble. Like, nobody is solid enough to stop my mind. Like, with this character, and there are situations that are legitimate fucked up 50-50s that this character puts you in. So it's not a player thing. There's nothing any player can do about that. So if I don't have to play you in a game where you can beat me, I'm not going to. And especially since, you know, it's a mirror match. I'm just going to do the cheap shit against him. If he don't stop me, he don't stop me. That's my mindset. And I'm not going to try to play quick against Urian because the character's charging. He's going to get like one stamp here or someone to lose. So, you know, I'll just EX shoulder. I'll throw in some headbutts.
get some knee drops, throw some fireballs, charge up my shit,
Throw some bows.
throw some bows, get some counter hits, check him with dashes, and he didn't stop me.
True that.
And that was my game plan, and it worked. So it was nice.
Mucho respect.
Good games, classico. I look forward to you fucking. We'll get some
Resco
games in.
Warzone.
We'll get some. Yeah, West Coast fucking Warzone. We'll get some games in when you're over here. I'm definitely down. Catch the 5. Oh, dog for sure.
Game
Yo,
here.
Harry, come through earlier next time, man. I'm trying to like cap the show at 2 hours, but excuse me. I am also hungry as fuck, so you're about to go get some grub. But thank you, seriously, Chris, so much for coming on the show. I
Dude,
really
thank you for the
appreciate it.
invite.
Boom. No problem. Anytime. Let me switch it to the big screen, full screen. So where can we find more Chris Nguyen's?
Let me see. So on Twitter, you'll see me on SFV underscore, my first and last name, all together.
Chris Nguyen?
Yep.
Sick.
And then, I mean, you'll catch me on Discord and Familia.
Catch you with the mix on Discord, you know? Young.
That shit be getting hype in there.
Dude, they say some weird shit. Like every time I go in there, some weird shit's going down. It's that one Satsuno Negro dude. He's always saying some weird shit. Anyways, Famiglia boys. Yeah, so we got you on Twitter. We see you at Wednesday Night Fights.
Yes.
We see that Akuma.
Mm-hmm.
I am a believer. I want the internet to know that I am a believer in that man sitting in that chair right there. In this one,
True that,
too.
man.
But
I am a
especially
believer,
the
dog.
man sitting in this chair.
I am a believer, bro.
No, but legitimately.
Remember, I sat down and talked for 2 hours about that, man. I'm a believer, man. Talk for 2 hours.
We all believe. We all believe. But yeah, thank you for coming on the show. Thank you everybody for watching. This is Pixelation. We're here every Thursday, and we talk some shit. It's pretty hype. But yeah, we'll be back next week. We might stream during the week. We probably won't, but it might happen. So if it does, keep your eyes peeled. But we'll catch y'all later. Thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. And that's a fucking show. So we'll catch y'all later.